done it? You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror?
I'm one of those people you don't want to see naked.
Yeah, most of us. But I mean, you look and you're going, what the?
I know.
How did I get to whatever?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. Hey there, it's Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs to tell you about a different way to shed those pounds. This is brand new tech. It's only been around for a couple of years or so. It was based on research from the University of California that said there's a molecule called OEA that's found naturally in your body. It produces it in the Mediterranean diet, that when taken in concentrated amounts, it will actually make you feel fuller and boost your metabolism.
I've lost about 10 pounds so far.
It's amazing.
It
now,
really is cool.
A company said, we can take this to market and make this great product that'll help you. It's called RiduZone, RIDUZone.com, RIDUZone.com. Brad's worked. It's worked for Brad's, worked for me, countless other people. Go to RiduZone.com and try today. You're going to love it. RiduZone.com. Remember that, RIDUZone.com.
MoJo 50. The question isn't who's going to let us. The question is who's going to stop us. The mothership has landed.
Uh-oh.
See, the first part of the week went fast. The second part has been, like, agonizingly slow. So this is a rather pleasant surprise.
You know, we get popped for this every freaking week.
Coming to ya. I like beer. Oh, yeah. What you got? Uh-huh. What's that? Oh, yeah.
I'm a soul man.
Keep searching for it. You'll find the key.
I got it,
Keep
brother.
searching. You will find it. Okay, so this is the past day or so. This is what I've been hearing.
Number of links or contacts between the Trump campaign officials,
just the
and
lies,
individuals,
and we all know about the lies this White House has told.
during
But it's just confirmed and confirmed page after page. Where you,
I know.
Pop a top again.
It's Friday around the studios. That means it's start drinking as early as humanly possible.
You know, I figure I can kill probably 12 of these before noon.
I see.
Hell, I can kill 12 in the next 30 minutes.
I see tequila sitting on the desk.
Yeah, tequila and a gun and a sword. This is, I don't know if this story ends well or not. I'm just so tired of hearing the Mueller report. You knew it wasn't going to end. You knew that, I mean, as soon as this thing came out, it was going to be, aha!
Yeah.
It's right behind that little black bar.
I don't know why anybody would be surprised other than the fact that Barr comes out, he says his piece, and then everybody calls him a liar.
Oh, he's in Trump's back pocket. You know Trump's been paying him under the table. It's just, I mean, this whole thing is just...
You know what the next thing is they're going to get Mueller to come in and do his thing in Congress, right, and testify. He'll be a brilliant investigator until he testifies.
And then it's...
Shut your dirty whore mouth, player.
It's just...
Player.
By the way, I've heard two people have referred to this program as a zoo.
Yeah.
It's not a zoo.
It's the morning zoo.
It is not the morning zoo. Remember the guy in Vegas? What's his name? SHOT Show, Bob, Dan, Steve, Kevin,
him.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's what...
I didn't realize you got a zoo for me.
He said, no, he asked me, he said, is it all... What did he say? Is it all zoo all the time? Or are you guys going to talk politics?
It's like... And somebody else said something about a zoo. It's like, this is not a zoo. Coyote McCloud at Y107 in Nashville. That was the morning zoo.
That was the zoo.
This is not a zoo. What's going on in Washington is a zoo. That is a zoo. I would rather talk about interesting things that actually have some meaning in life. Like the guys in Poland who are investigating 4 English-speaking tourists spotted last week in Krakow wearing only mankinis.
In a crack house.
In a crack house in Poland. There's nothing like a Polish crack house this time of year. The snow on the roof. They were caught on CCTV by an Associated Press photographer as they walked in the picturesque Renaissance Market Square. They got into a horse cab. They were wearing lime green mankinis, like the ones Borat wore, as in the movie.
The one that goes over your shoulder?
No. The one that, well, by the way, and that's a good time to tell you, you won the poll.
Of course I did.
Which is probably not the best way to phrase that, but 58% of those responding said they would rather see you in the little sling thing.
How many? No, they don't. I'm telling you.
They said
I don't give a flip.
Which is what that thing did. Right? I just thought it was interesting.
So now I have the question, how many actually voted?
About 100. 100 people took the time of their day to vote on that. That's a minute and a half they will not ever be able to get back in their life. But you were the clear winner.
That is funny as hell.
So
I would have thought they'd want to see Brandon's beard.
Are you kidding? That thing's nasty. Ugh. Wait, which beard? That's nasty. That's disgusting. So no.
That's gross.
So it is Friday. So we have, let's see, we've got headlines coming up. We've got Friday leftovers. It is Suspicious Package Friday. We have Netflix and Chill. So if you have a suggestion for Netflix and Chill, and I don't know what all these people keep saying, why do you keep talking about sex on Friday with Net? I'm talking about chilling out, just sitting on the couch and watching Netflix. I don't know whether...
I'm telling you, though, that's not what Netflix and chill means. The younger generation's like, hey, you want to Netflix and chill?
What kind of
That's what we used to say is, hey, you want to go get in the back seat?
Are you asking me, or is that just what they said?
No, that's what they said.
That's disgusting.
Although, Brad.
At my age, I don't know how big a back seat you got. You know, the seats in the back of my truck actually recline.
Oh, I don't care.
You don't? Wow. Denny just tweeted, we need a price check on Libby's canned peas.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
The grocery store's got to go pretty soon.
Is that bothering you?
Yeah, no. There's some
Obviously
homeless person out there who needs some Libby's peas.
Okay. Okay. All right. I didn't realize that we that some starving kid in a third world country with flies on their face. All right.
They need some peas.
Well, we'll package those up and we'll send them over there to the kids with the flies on their face. Larky F and Farkin, it's Friday and I have the day off. I can listen to the Daily MoJo live without interruption. It is a Good Friday. Yes, it is. By the way, it is Good Friday.
Well, Good Friday, Larky F and Farkin.
Mm-hmm. And
it is Good Friday, isn't it?
Easter is Sunday. Even though Raider tried to tell me it was the week after this weekend. Raider is sitting in the studio.
Raider is in the studio
today. Control room. And they did, Doc's mom came and picked up the car yesterday.
She did?
Yep. Quite surprised that it was nice and clean. Shocked, I think is a better word. It's like, wow, that thing is clean.
Well, I'm glad she's got it.
I just don't know what to do with that patch of yard now that I have it back. It's... that thing was, it took up a good 3 or 4 square feet. The size of that car was huge.
It didn't kill the grass there, did it?
Yeah, it did, but that's all right. The ironic thing is that the plants that we got, the one that looks like it looked like it was dead, it's got like 5 blooms on it now.
It is. I saw you guys carrying it out of here.
And
then Beth
dead.
Brought it back, and then you carried it out again.
She brought it back?
Well, or either that or she was carrying a second one. She may have carried a second one.
Those things, I think they're called prayer lilies, prayer plants,
Did they come from the funeral?
Yeah. Well, somebody sent it here too.
I got you.
Those things are the best because
because it was dying dead on its way out
when
the door.
It wants to be watered. It starts drooping over, and then it's time to water.
Here's the funny part: we were all sitting around the table when you carried it out that night, and here's what we heard going out the door. It's okay, baby.
You have to talk to them.
We'll get you some water.
And I did, and she has responded in kind, and she is doing quite well, thank you.
The plant whisperer.
She is doing very, very well. She gets a lot of love and tenderness and care, and I will kiss her and pet her and make her my own.
I think that's been actually tested before.
That and...
if you talk sweet to them or you go, listen, bitch. It starts wilting.
It works with a woman. I don't know why it wouldn't work with a plant.
Don't get me in trouble.
There you go, Raider. They're a leprechaun. Did you know there were 200,000 bees on top of Notre Dame?
No.
There were beehives up there.
Oh, there were beehives
up on top of Notre Dame.
I got you.
They had
maybe that's why they started the fire.
Which, by the way, the whole conspiracy theory thing. Well, they're trying to shut that
Oh, no.
way down.
Oh, I'm seeing the picture now. It wasn't that they were just like.
No, bees. They had beehives up there.
They had hives.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
They had hives. They had they were concerned that they had been killed by the fire, but they weren't. The beekeeper there, Nicholas Gent, has confirmed that they survived. The bees are alive. Until this morning, they had no news. At first, I thought 3 hives had burned, but I had no information. It's kind of a cool picture of him standing there on the roof of the Notre Dame, or I guess that's one of the towers, with the Eiffel Tower in the background. He said he saw from satellite images it was not the case that the entire roof had been destroyed, so that he got up there and he saw them going in and out of the hives. So that's good news.
That's cool.
Yeah. So see, a little bit of good news out of Paris. Every time somebody brings up it could have been arson. Shut up.
Well,
shut up. It could have shut up.
Yep.
It was an accident. Although they still don't know what it was. They say it might have been a short circuit.
An electrical failure. Yeah, is what they're saying.
All right. Well, what caused it? On the roof?
Well, no, but the last thing I heard was that there was construction going on.
Right, and there was no one there. There was nobody on the site at the time, they said.
But they had the electrical strung with lighting and stuff like that. And that could have set it off.
Just suddenly it just decided it was going to...
Maybe, dude.
Okay.
Or maybe it was a lightning strike, because I know that can suddenly happen.
But it couldn't have possibly been a person.
Oh, it could have easily been a person.
Shut up. Shut up with you and your conspiracy theories.
No, it could have been a person.
No. By the way, if there wasn't, if it was like a light plugged into an extension cord, something like that, who do you think did it? A person did it. So,
a person.
I mean, it could have been I'm just saying, just putting it out there. I decided we'd go across across the pond just to find some other news other than the Mueller report. Oh, look, on CNN, Mueller, Trump repeatedly tried to sabotage Russia probe.
Who did? Barr? Is that what it says?
Mueller, according to Mueller, Trump. Trump repeatedly tried to sabotage the Russia. Of course he did.
Every time he opened his mouth in the news.
I'm a little concerned. I got to say, I went to the mailbox yesterday, and there was a big envelope in the mail. It was from Jacob over at Era, and it was addressed to Beth. I think there might be something going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it was a big package.
It's from Jacob.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, I just wanted to, between you and me, I thought maybe that I would confide in you that I thought maybe there's something going on between the two of them.
Take a breath, dude.
What?
It's tax season. They're doing taxes.
Oh, wait a minute. Is doing taxes like Netflix and chill? Is that different? That's not like the...
No, it's the same.
Okay. I knew it. I hadn't considered it was tax season. That would explain the big envelope in the mailbox. Ha! I knew that all along. If you're worried about your taxes or your retirement, sneaking up on you, don't let it do that. Let Jake take care of you in a financial sense, professional financial sense. At eracapitalmanagement.com, you will find the tools you need to contact Jake and the gang over there at Era Capital Management to find out if you're prepared for retirement, to find out if you have hidden money somewhere. Wouldn't that be nice to find hidden money? It's like getting a tax refund like 5 years later that you didn't know about. It could be money that you've left in a 401k somewhere. It could be any number of things. Just first go to eracapitalmanagement.com. That's capital with an A, not the CAPITOL. It's the CAPITAL. That's the money capital management. You know how you remember that? Capital with an A is money. Capital with an O is the building or the place. That's how you remember it. If you go there right now, you will also find the phone number, or I could give it to you. 509-596-229. I could give it to you backwards, 9226-955-905. I could start in the middle at 559, then 509. But best thing to do, go to eracapitalmanagement.com. eracapitalmanagement.com and give Jacob a call. Phone number's right there. Set up an appointment. Talk to him. Find out what you can do to make sure that your retirement is set in stone and that you won't be living under a bridge. Unless, of course, as I say, you enjoy living under a bridge. EraCapitalManagement.com. Your life, your era. Investing involves risk. Don't invest anything you can't afford to lose. I think I covered everything in the disclaimer. Yeah. EraCapitalManagement.com. And whatever you do, do not go swimming in Martinswell Lake in South Yorkshire. Don't do it. If you go on a vacation to South Yorkshire, or if you are now listening in South Yorkshire, do not jump into Martinswell Lake. Don't do it.
This isn't one of those do not go and search blue waffle. This is literally do not go and jump in this lake.
No, they found piranha. They first started noticing the duck population was starting to shrink, and then some of the fishermen were like, we're not catching as many fish as we used to. And somebody discovered that, there's piranha in there. That could be the reason.
Wow,
piranha are nasty-looking little MFers, aren't they? They are just, oof.
They're vicious looking.
Fish with teeth.
Yeah.
That just...
No, it doesn't do well.
Really doesn't. Yeah, she apparently that is a popular swimming hole. There's a park nearby. You get kids out there paddling in the water, teenagers going in there swimming. What we need is a trail camera. We need a trail camera set up at Martinswell Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that would, and it's a pay-per-view. Yeah, go swimming. Go ahead, jump in.
I started to laugh, and then I saw dollar signs.
I know, right? I mean, who was the...
if people will watch trains.
Mark Sear?
Mike.
Mike. What day is it? No, that was Wednesday. No, you're right. It is Mike. Mike Sear. Was it virtual train fan?
Virtual rail fan.
That's what I said. Virtual rail fan.
You said virtual train fan, but okay.
No, it's virtual rail fan. Why did you just say virtual? You're going to confuse people. I mean, these are cameras set up at railroad crossings, and people sit there and watch them. I have chosen the wrong career path in life. Although I am in a place where, there's a sword and a gun and a MoJo Wild Rice Mother's Day pack and some tequila on the table, and no one's bitching at me.
There is that.
So maybe I am in the right line of work. I don't know.
Oh, somebody may be bitching. We're just not reading them.
Right. That's true. I forgot. Let me go check with my wife here on Twitter. Stinking Duck. I'll be driving down to the coast today, so I just wanted everyone to know that if I tweet to the show anymore, I'll be risking my life to do it.
So maybe we should tweet to him.
That brings to mind so many thoughts. Common Sense Train Reform says, who started the Notre Dame fire? The bees know. Ooh, that's a good point. The bees know.
The bees know.
I still have the pillow. Pat Gray came up with that, I think. The bees know. ELS.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the bees know? The bees know. See, I'm not afraid to mention other programs on this program. I like Pat. Matter of fact, I'm going to tune into Pat. Let's listen to Pat for a while. ELS Stealth Jack. Is that legal? We couldn't do that. It'd be rebroadcasting their signal.
Yeah, that's not a good plan.
Would we go to radio jail? Would the FCC come and take us away in handcuffs?
FCC didn't have jack squat to do with it.
Well, who then? No, okay, so how could we get in trouble?
No, I didn't. Well,
it's not illegal then, right?
No, we'll get a cease and desist in the mail.
Little publicity. Just spell the name right.
P.T. Barnum.
Exactly. Whatever it takes. When Common Sense Train Reform says you returned Doc Thompson's mom's Honda Fit without the, yes, we took the underpants out. I promise you I will have that video ready to go in the next 2 days. Did I just promise that?
Yeah, I was thinking to myself the whole time you're saying that sentence that we won't see that for a couple of weeks.
You don't say. No, I will. And if Stinking Duck is driving to the coast, whenever he's going to Florida, the top 5 of the top 10 world's best beaches are in Florida. How is that possible?
Are any of them on the Keys?
Well, number 5 is Pensacola. Number 4 is St. Pete Beach. Number 3 is Panama City Beach. Number 2, this is the one that is not in Florida, just in case you're wondering. It's Kanapa'ale Bay Beach. I almost sounded like I knew what I was saying there.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii. Yeah. And the number 1 is Clearwater Beach.
Really?
This is according to TripAdvisor. They say that those are the world's best beaches. I've been to Clearwater. I think I've been to all. Let's see. I know I've been to Clearwater, and let's see. I think I've been to St. Pete. I think I've been to all of those. They're nice beaches, no matter which one you're at. You know what? What makes you can go to the crappiest beach in the world. You know what makes it better?
What?
Hot babes naked.
That?
I mean, unless you're into guys and then hot guys naked.
Yeah.
And a cat cooler.
There you go.
Because you got to have something to drink while you're watching the scenery. You got to have something to do while you're watching.
The Segway master.
I'm telling you. No, but I learned from the best. If you go to catcoolers.com, you can choose your favorite. You can choose from a number of styles and colors. You can choose from over 3,000 colors. I dare you to go and look for them all. As long as they're black, yellow, white, or camo. Now, if you squint, they look like 3,000 different colors. Actually, the blue collar ones are really cool. Those are the ones where you put the ice in, and when it gets cold, the little strip of the interior lining is right around the top there, and you can see it turn blue.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. So you don't have to keep opening the lids. Is the drink's cool yet? You just look for the little blue rim around the edge in there, and you can find out without even opening the top. If you use promo code Brandon, you will get 10% off your cooler, whether it's the camo or the blue color or the yellow or the black or the white. See, I don't know do you want to use white on the beach? Because that would start getting some glare.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean,
the
light colors on the beach.
Yeah, it's sunny on the beach. You're going to get some glare. Which would be the best color on the beach? Probably yellow.
Oh, probably yellow, but not the black one.
No, because see, that soaks up all the sunlight and all the heat.
That's just asking for
hot water. It's asking for hot beer.
That's asking for somebody to test the 7 days worth of ice.
Yeah, I'd get the white. Don't get the camo one if you're in the jungle, because you will lose it. I promise you that. Go to catcoolers.com and use promo code Brandon to make sure that you get your 10% discount at catcoolers.com. Get them now. Get them early while they're hot and fresh off the grill. Returning to our fish theme, a Vietnamese man was arrested at the airport in Australia. He was trying to smuggle a rare and expensive fish into Australia by strapping it to his neck.
What?
Yeah, I would have thought there would have been a better way to do that than strapping a fish to your neck. The officers decided after they searched him that the fish was it's a red Asian arowana. It's an endangered species of fish, and the trade of that species is controlled under the International Convention in Trade of Endangered Species.
But he strapped it to his neck.
Strapped it to his neck.
In a bag?
I hope so.
Good
because
Lord.
Otherwise, sir, is that a new cologne? Because damn, Shaniqua, that is ABI.
Well, did he think they weren't going to?
I don't know.
Search his neck, or
I guess he did have it in a bag, because it would be stupid to try to smuggle a fish just strapped to your. It sounds like something in a Monty Python skit, slapping people with a fish.
Is that a picture of it?
Well, let's find out. Let's see there. Is that a bag? That looks exactly like it's either a fish in a bag.
That is a fish in a bag, dude.
Not unlike the ones you win at the fair when you get the little ping pong ball in the fish bowl. Which, by the way, that thing's rigged. Don't try it. It's either that or it's a bomb. Either way, it doesn't look good. It's not a good idea to hang this around your neck. But did he have like a certificate of authenticity with it?
Yeah.
What's it say? Certificate of quality? Certificate of
quality.
What does it say? So I guess these things must be
certificate of quality.
Quality? They must taste amazing.
It's not just a little red.
It's fully red.
It's fully red.
It's a fully things that sound dirty but really aren't. You ever tried the fully red arowana? $20, same as downtown. What? So if they're endangered, how would they come with a certificate of quality? Unless that's part of like the illegal trade that he's engaged upon or in. Huh. Well, there you go. See? Who says that this show is not educational?
Everybody.
Well, so what do they know?
Shut your dirty whore mouth, player.
Just shut up. And by the way, thank you to whoever found the Doc Thompson quote of "Shut your dirty whore mouth." They actually gave us a show and a time code, so we can go pull that off of there too. I told you if we just said it, someone would someone out there who's dedicated to the program would actually take the time to go through all of the shows and find it. And then Lori D forwarded it to me, so thank you. That was very kind of you. Don't forget, have your suggestions for Netflix and chill all set. We're doing that in about 90 minutes. The Daily Mojo continues next.
Happily promoting the 4 F's. Freedom, faith, free markets, and fun. MoJo 50.
I'm Michael Pelka from PuroPelka.com. Here's your 2-minute drill on a Good Friday. And it is a Good Friday. I know the president talked about having a good day Thursday, but it feels like a Good Friday because the mainstream media is still spinning over the release of the Mueller report and the fact that the president is not charged with any crimes. But they're going to try and find something. The House will. I have to say, my favorite moments yesterday happened when Kellyanne Conway came out of the White House to address the press after the president had taken off for Mar-a-Lago for Easter weekend. Conway faced a bunch of reporters and laid it out brilliantly and concisely when she said this.
I call this a political proctology exam.
As the cool kids would say, accurate AF. Conway continued and laid out what really happened with the White House staff and the investigators.
That report makes very clear that this White House and this president and none of us got in their way. Never interfered, never refused to comply with the request. Lots of people went over there and testified, many documents produced, and that the Department of Justice has made very clear that every request that they issued was actually responded to and fulfilled.
Bam. And Kellyanne Conway was also very clear on how people should respond.
We're accepting apologies today, too, for anybody who feels the grace in offering them.
All of those Kellyanne Conway moments were great, but this was the best.
When I needed to find negative information about Hillary Clinton and how to beat her, I looked no further than Hillary Clinton.
Ouch. Testudo, my friend. Testudo.
Mike Opalka's 2-minute drill is powered by MoJoWildRice.com. Their wild rice is a superfood, gluten, sodium, fat, and cholesterol-free, yet high in fiber, protein, zinc, phosphorus, and trace minerals. But you're going to love it because it's delicious. MoJoWildRice.com. MoJoWildRice.com.
The Daily Mojo.
All right, get the tweets and the comments coming in. Use the hashtag #WhatILearnedToday. I know, common sense trainer. I miss it too. He says, I still miss when he used to say, shut your dirty whore mouth. There's a lot of, believe me, there's a lot of things I miss. Primarily the leisure time. Peekapool, the Snarky Jackhole. I don't know how the Notre Dame fire started, but Billy and Joel knows we didn't start it. Ha 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 ha. See, Ron's looking at him with that blank
dude,
look on
I was
his
just
face.
thinking, that's a corny joke.
It's a dad joke. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
We didn't start the fire.
Sing it. Come on.
I don't
Come
know
on. The rest of it.
the
It doesn't matter. Just hum it. Hum it. More news from across the pond. There's now not is it a fatberg now in London sewers? It is a concrete berg.
So the fat turned into concrete?
No, people are pouring concrete down the drain.
What? Why?
I don't know, because it's England. We kicked their ass in the war.
Please stop pouring concrete down the drain.
A London water provider is asking people to do just that. Please stop pouring concrete down the drain. The Thames Water says that's apparently their water company. A concrete berg the weight of a blue whale is blocking 3 Victorian-era sewers. It goes without saying that pouring concrete down the drains into our sewers is not a good idea to do at any time. See, most people would think
did that become
as,
a problem?
I don't know, and you would think that'd be common sense. Let's not put concrete down the drain. But then
could it not be
England.
something that you pour down the drain normally that's
plaster.
turning
Maybe
into
it's plaster. What else is going to turn to concrete?
I don't know, but we don't have that problem in the U.S.
That's because we don't pour concrete down the drain. How would you even do that anyway? I guess maybe
you go to the store and there's a shelf. There's an item on the shelf says drain concrete.
It might be. I bet that is not.
Take this home, pour it down your drain.
Not good for your garbage disposal either.
No,
it must be them like when they're
Drano.
It must be when they're building stuff. They take the concrete truck and they spray it out on the street. They must be spraying it next to the drains. But those, I don't know.
That doesn't make
the mass is longer than a football field, weighs 115 tons. That's almost 105 metric tons.
Right, but we're talking about it all being in one place. Does all of the drains in that area drain to one spot? And maybe it's a low spot and all the concrete washes there? That's just odd.
This is not the first damage. The first time damage has been caused by people pouring concrete into our sewers. It's certainly the worst we've ever seen. The operations manager of Thames Water said in a statement, "It's going to be a huge pain to remove." Boy, I'll bet it is. Expect it's going to be a 2-month process. It'll cause traffic disruptions in London's Islington neighborhood. So if you're planning on traveling there this morning, be sure to avoid that area. Tankers are going to be standing by to pump out the raw sewage so that the area doesn't get flooded with waste.
This is being done on purpose. It has to be.
Why? Somebody's spending a lot of money to dump 115 tons of concrete down the drain. If that's the case, that's a lot of concrete. The patio you could pour out of that? Maybe it's somebody pouring a patio in the sewer. It's quiet down there. You don't have to deal with people. Just rats.
Wow.
I know. In Japan, a pharmaceutical science professor at a university in Shikoku was referred to prosecutors this week for allegedly instructing his students to produce MDMA without a permit. You know what MDMA is?
I do not. I was just about to ask.
What?
I don't.
Raider, you know what MDMA is? Ecstasy.
Oh. Well, I hate that you know that, but okay.
You guys need to get hipper on this stuff.
No, dude, I don't mess with drugs.
Well,
I just say no.
What if accidentally you were going to ingest a powder and you're like, I don't even know what this is. See, if you knew what it was, you'd know not to take it.
If I was accidentally going to ingest a powder.
Thank you. Don't do it because you don't know what you're taking.
I thought that the very first time you handed me one of those headache powders. But it was the warning that came with it.
Here, try this crack. Those goodies powders work.
The goodies powders work, except you don't want to take them without filling your mouth with water first.
Exactly. Tatsunori Iwamura is a college professor at the Pharmaceutical Sciences at Matsuyama University in Ehime Prefecture. Whew. It's hard to get on a business card. He admitted the allegations, saying that he told students he did it in order to help his students learn. He also acknowledged he knew that it was illegal. And that, boy, could he make a nice penny out there on the streets. According to the university, they instructed an associate professor and 2 then students to produce the MDMA in class. This has been a couple of years back.
What was happening to it after they produced it?
Well, here's the funny thing. They don't know where it went. They produced this MDMA, but they don't know where it is.
Of course they don't.
I have an idea. Just saying. I think that somebody look for the guy with the new car.
Wow.
And then follow him because he will know exactly where it is. It is like Breaking Bad. Which, by the way, the idea for that show, it's a great show, by the way. A little sneak preview of Netflix and chill. If you haven't watched Breaking Bad, you've never watched it.
I've never seen it. Misty watched it, but I didn't watch it.
Did you walk through the room when it was on and just didn't look? It didn't look appealing to you?
Correct.
Really? Oh, it's a morality play. It is. What would you? It's a lot. You don't watch Walking Dead either.
I don't. Misty watches it, but now I've seen more of those than I have of Breaking Bad, though.
Your wife is so much cooler than you are.
She'd be happy to know that, Brad.
The Walking Dead is a morality play as well. But Breaking Bad is a morality play about what you would do to take care of your family. What you would do if you were put in a position that you knew you are going to be around. To what lengths would you go to protect your family and your loved ones and to make sure that they had a future? And then how you avoid like losing yourself in the process.
Dominic says Breaking Bad first, then Better Call Saul.
Yes. Well, yeah. If you're going to watch them, yes, watch Breaking Bad first because Better Call Saul is a spinoff, and they're actually working on a Breaking Bad movie right now that should be out fairly soon.
Now I'll go see that.
Why?
Just because
you won't.
I'm not into. I mean, look.
You won't
besides
get it.
Game of Thrones, I don't watch series TV.
You will. Okay, you do not. If you just go see the movie, I get you might understand it, but you won't get the.
You can't.
The emotion
they can't
behind
tell the
it.
story.
No, I mean it's to really understand the characters. You have to watch the series first
and let them build.
Well, having not seen the movie, I don't know. It just seems to me it would buy like I went to see Veronica Mars the movie, having never watched one of the series episodes. Thank God.
Yeah, Misty watched those too.
Oh, that was a horrible movie. Veronica Mars was a horrible movie, but and maybe if I had watched the series before, I would have appreciated it more. But no, it was just not.
You know,
good.
the series she's watching now, I guess it's a new season of it that she's watching.
Of
Veronica
Mars?
No, it's no, the series that she's watching now is the Santa Clarita Diet. I think that's the one Brandon talked about last week.
You're mixing the two of us up.
Was it you?
Me. You don't think he's
Santa Clarita Diet?
Brandon can't
she
get
likes
up on
that.
time.
She says it's
good.
funny as hell, but
and I have a man crush on Timothy Oliphant.
I have a crush on Drew Barrymore, but I'm not watching her. Damn.
It's the only reason I ever talk to Nick Searcy is because he knows Tim Oliphant, and I figure at some point he'll introduce the two of us. I just know Tim would love me. He would love me.
I just got a message that said slap Brad right now. Why would I slap Brad?
From who?
I think Dominic. It's not on Twitter, dude. He's texting me.
Oh, he's texting you. He didn't. What's he? You know, he was ranting last night, by the way.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was not Dominic.
Okay, who was it?
Beth.
Oh. She's just pissed because I caught on to her and Jacob. That's all it is. Aha! I found out
I think
she's
people
mad.
text me to see if I'll, number one, read their text, but number two, act on it. So, like, I'm going to run in there and slap Brad.
Remember,
makes for great radio.
Remember what I have on the table. I have a sword and a gun.
That's a gun. That's a nice little gun.
But come on in and take a swing. Facebook accidentally copied your email contact. Oopsies. They unintentionally uploaded the email contacts of more than 1.5 million users without asking permission. And this isn't a theory. The social network has admitted it. The data harvesting happened via a system used to verify the identity of new members.
That's what my junk box is full.
Facebook asked new users to supply the password for their email account and took a copy of their contacts. Why in the hell would they need, and why would you give them
that's different.
The password for your email account?
Exactly.
That if you did that,
you're a dumbass.
You're a dumbass. Don't. So,
although I've seen some phishing emails for people who don't know what that is, that's PHI.
For anybody
S-H-I-N-G.
under 80 who doesn't know what phishing is.
Phishing emails are getting good. Some of them are good. Now, there's an
easy
way
to why I don't check email.
There's an easy way to know if it's a phishing email. Never, ever, ever click on a link in an email unless you verify the link.
Unless there's a hot babe in it.
All you got to do is hover your mouse over the link and you'll see where the link's going to take you.
Is that a euphemism?
99% of the time, you get a phishing email, it's a bullshit link, actually.
Unless it's a hot chick
taking
in
you to
it.
some website that's probably going to ask you for your PayPal login. That's awesome.
If there's a hot babe in it, click on it. I'm telling you, you won't be sorry.
Especially if she's Russian.
Not that. Oh, yeah, I guess they do shave their armpits, don't they?
Yes.
Okay. Because if they don't, not going to happen. Yeah, no, the gun that I have in here is actually a Ruger Mark. Oh, man, it is hefty, isn't it? It's a Ruger Mark II. It's a 22, and it's, I think the weight of it is part of what makes it so accurate.
Because it's a heavy gun.
It's got some weight to it. And this was what, I think this is my first carry permit I took the test on this one because it's technically a target pistol.
Well, and it's balanced. I mean, it feels good.
Feels good in your hand.
Yeah.
You like the way this feels in your hand?
I do.
Yeah. Feels really nice in your hand, doesn't it?
I do, except
Hard.
both of us were trying to find a magazine release today.
Yeah, well, there's that. It's one of these buttons. It's one of these down here.
No, it looks good. Now, the one you have on the screen.
This was, by the way, this was manufactured in 1950.
Really?
1950. And this is
I just love the look of it.
it's a beautiful,
Very sleek
beautiful
looking.
gun. Yeah, this is the Mark II. They're up to the Mark IV. The Ruger Mark IV, it's a 22 long rifle. It is a beautiful gun. This is the one that they have. They have a few of them in stock at TRA Guns. It says they have 56 of these bad boys. They must be a popular model. I can see why. So if you go to traguns.com and you just enter Ruger in the search bar, it'll give you all of your choices. This one, now Ruger makes some good, really good guns. First of all, it's Ruger Sturm and Company, and they're made in Connecticut. Which, by the way, did you notice this morning? I didn't hear. I looked it up to verify that I was right.
What?
That it was made in Connecticut. You were standing right here. I said, I think they're made in Connecticut, and I looked it up. I was right. They're right. I'm right. They're made in Connecticut. Mine like a steel trap. But if you go to TRA Guns, you can see all the guns, or a lot of them anyway, in 360 degree beauty. You can spin them around right there on the screen. You can find out. I'm always drawn to the clearance section. I'm a shopper at heart. Well, not a shopper in that I keep looking for stuff, because men are different. We find something we want. I want this. You go right to the mall. Go in, get it, come right back.
Yes, there's a comedian that had.
It's true.
But you're absolutely right. We are hunters.
Yes,
we want to go in, kill it, and get out.
I'm going to go in, kill the gun, get it out. And, women will stop at every other store on the way, which is why if a woman ever asks you after the first date, because the first date you'll always go, yeah, I'll go shopping with you.
Yeah,
because baby, I love you. I want to be with you all the time. I can't get enough of you. I want to be around you no matter what. I'll go shopping with you. I'll go to the grocery store with you.
Well, God bless my wife, because she's like, we're going to the mall. You want to go?
No.
Nope.
No, thank you. But thanks, but no.
She's like,
do you want to
okay.
go to the no? Do you know?
I need to go to the grocery
store. No. That's great. Here's a list. Pick some stuff up for me. I'll be here enjoying the quiet. TRAguns.com is where you'll find the everything you need. And by the way, don't forget to register for the gun that we're giving away from TRA Guns. There's still, I assume, the big red banner at the top of MoJo50.com.
There is a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380.
That's a
from TRAguns.com.
Bad little dude.
Very nice.
Very
nice. You have
nice
not
gun.
registered. You need to register and get it in now. The time is approaching.
Yes, it is. The time is nigh. They've decided they're going to change the name of their subdivision. Hang on a second.
Who is?
Hold on, hang on. I just wanted to do a little cleanser.
MoJo 50.
There you go.
Just makes it sound professional.
Cleaned it right out.
It's like the ginger between courses of sushi. So they've decided to change the name of the subdivision in Colorado. They've changed the name to Old Cherry Hill. Technically, Old Cherry Hills. It's a neighborhood in a Denver suburb. And the councilman there, Dan Sheldon, he was behind the change. I mean, he was really he was a cheerleader for getting the name of this subdivision changed, because he just felt the old name had a bit of a
it lacked charm.
It did. In the words of Nancy Pelosi, it had a taint to it.
It had some taint.
It really did. They haven't yet.
What was the old name, Brad?
Well, the old name was Swastika Acres.
I'm sorry it took that long to change the name of Swastika. Where do you live?
2019.
Please don't ask me that.
It is 2019. It's like, I mean, I guess eventually they get around to it, but give me a break. They said and they still haven't changed all of the street signs or the road signs.
Are they bad too?
Well, if they say Swastika Acres, it's
oh, I see. What if they had just have? Oh man,
it is still on. But they say, excuse me, they say that it cannot be found on road signs. It's still is on real estate closing documents. So if you go to so when you go to buy a house, when you go to sign the papers at the end, it's described, your piece of real estate is described as, lot number 9, area 5 in Swastika Estates or Swastika Acres. Wow. See, that's government. That right there is government for you. That is the government.
No, it makes me want to ask the question, who the hell named this subdivision originally?
Well, okay, but originally a swastika was a sign of good luck until the damn Nazis came along and screwed everything up.
So obviously it's an old subdivision?
Yes.
Is that what the deal is?
Yeah, I mean, there used to be a swastika magic company in Connecticut, of all places. The swastika was a sign of good luck.
Was it the same emblem?
Yes.
As always has been?
A swastika is a swastika. It's just when the damn Nazis came along, they screwed it up for everybody else.
It.
Yes.
Wow.
Just like they ruined the name Adolf. You don't name your kid Adolf anymore. In most cases. I would just suggest that's probably not a good idea if you want the kid to be popular at school. All right, it's time for our Odyssey Minute.
The Odyssey Minute.
There's some space music.
You went a little bit different direction with the music today.
This is 5 hours of relaxing psychedelic space rock.
The only thing that makes that space rock is this image that goes along with the video.
No, there's a synthesizer in there.
And that makes it space music.
Well, that works too. So since it's space music, let's go below the sea. Scientists have discovered a living balloon on a string. It's in the deepest part of the Indian Ocean.
I just read the name of what it is.
See, where I don't even see where. How'd you get to that far ahead of me?
Look at the caption.
Oh my. Well, there you have it. Perfect for space. The Indian Ocean is home to some pretty bizarre creatures, they say. In particular, one that looks like a balloon on a string. The explorers there captured a video of the gelatinous creature in a dive to the Java Trench, the bottommost part of the Indian Ocean. You're going down.
What's it called, Brad?
Well, this balloon on a string is called a sea squirt. Who hasn't done that when they're at the beach? I mean, we were watching the video back. We saw the thing come out of the darkness. So according to the chief scientist on the expedition, his name is Alan Jameson. He's a senior lecturer at Newcastle University in the United Kingdom, home of the concrete berg in the sewer. It drifted right toward the camera, and then it drifted off again. It does look up. I mean, it looks...
that picture up there.
Yeah, let me make it bigger for you. That's
a living thing.
All right. Okay, let's play the cloud game. If you look at it from the side, doesn't it look like the side of a Doberman Pinscher's head?
It absolutely does.
Do you see that?
I saw that immediately.
Okay.
I thought I was going to say a dog or a lion head. I mean,
but see,
female lion.
There's already a dogfish and there's already a lionfish, so they had to call this one a sea squirt. I wonder if it stings because it. See, that's the problem with nature. Everything that's really pretty and that you want to touch hurts you.
I bet that's his proboscis hanging down there.
His what? his what?
His nose, his proboscis. Or maybe that's his tongue.
I'll let them correct you on Twitter. It could be. Boy, if that's his tongue, boy, he's popular. That is this thing. It's big.
Your music changed to something funky.
That's not funky, man.
That's still space music.
That's when the MDA kicks in. The ecstasy, the whatever it was that we're taking now. Just saying. So you see, it doesn't matter if it's the depths of space or the depths of the ocean, because remember, there was 20,000 leagues under the sea before there was anything else, wasn't there?
That's true.
It's over on Odyssey.
And there are some funky stuff at the bottom of our ocean.
There is some funky stuff. I will give you that. If you haven't yet taken a listen to Odyssey, the Odyssey Radio Network is at Odyssey One. That's ODYSY1.com. And that is now under our family umbrella. They have joined the family of dysfunctionals.
Under the Cuddle Me Buff Media Group. Yeah, Russ called into Dominic's show last night. It was
I
actually
heard
a pretty
that.
good
He
call.
was looking for a gen. He was looking for
Wanted to know what a gen was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And do you know what a gen is?
I do now because I heard that and I looked it up, but
I'm surprised. I was listening to Izzo last night. That was a good show. He's more stream of
was
consciousness.
that a Catholic prayer? Is that what that was that he played?
Sure. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, it was right before Russ's call. It was yeah, I listened to it last night. Yeah.
He's trippy.
But he's a stream of consciousness guy, and it's funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's like nothing you've ever heard on the radio before. And I've listened to a lot of radio, and I've never heard a show like his ever. It is just
it's unique. I like it.
Yeah. He could be a big star if he plays his cards right. He doesn't screw it up. We'll just see. It was this day back in 1995, by the way, that actually, let's back up a little bit because it was on this day in 93 that the Branch Davidian compound burned. We all know that story. In 1995, that is when the bomb exploded at the federal building in Oklahoma City. And wow, whenever I see
screwed up now,
yeah, you kind of did. And it was 1975 when this is an earworm. You're welcome.
Oh, it is.
Hold on.
Love will keep us together.
I hate this mouse.
Whenever.
Yeah, there's Izzo.
Sing it, Dom. We hear you, brother.
Wow. I'm surprised the hangover's worn off.
What?
What is this? You're awake.
I had to call in because you go, I was listening to show last night, and it was really good. I'm like, you and Ron must have been listening to something else last night because Ron texted me after the show. Hey, great show. Both of you need to either get your ears checked or whatnot because my show last night thank God it was saved by the Ohio heartbeat law because my show was an abortion last night. It was a complete and utter failure.
Well, first of all, I only said that to make people want to listen to it. So, I mean, I didn't necessarily mean it. Yeah. Number one, and number two, it was I got a text. Beth sent me a text that said, "Listen and find out what the hell Izzo's ranting about."
Exactly.
So
what was that? What was that? A Catholic priest that was talking at the?
You know what? It was last night was about as much filler as I can pull because I felt the bone of failure coming on, and I was like, oh dear God, please on Holy Thursday, please save me from this horrible show and give me something to talk about. It stunk on ice. Ugh.
Well, look at it this way: you only have one way to go from there, and that's up.
Yeah, well,
that's
I'm
the
sure
way.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about setting goals, and damn it, I've got my shovel ready for tonight.
That's all that matters.
Got to do it. Got to do it.
That's all that matters. Yeah. Well, what is planned for tonight, by the way, on Rants of Izzo?
I'll know 5 minutes before the show. How I know? I'm not ready.
Have you been hearing?
I gotta listen to the rest of yours so I can steal from whatever you do today.
Well, hell, I steal from everybody else, so I don't know. You know, you can take whatever you need, steal it all. Yeah. Have you been hearing the conspiracy theories about Notre Dame?
Yeah, I saw some video yesterday about apparently who's this guy up in garb on the top rung of the church. There's supposed to be no workers.
A strange hump on his back.
Yeah. Well, my ex isn't allowed in France.
So there are saying, because I'd heard the same thing, that there was some shadowy figure, which is that's what they always, some shadowy figure on top of the roof.
They have to. Look, they're going to have to come up with something to justify what? How many billions of dollars they have raised so far?
And I still say, and I'll get in trouble for saying it, the Catholic Church, which has basically the control of the use of Notre Dame in perpetuity from the city, they could reach into their left pocket.
What are you getting in trouble for? Spewing the truth now that the Catholic Church has completely abandoned their people and let's cover up priest little kid touchers, but we're no, we're not going to do this. And if this did anything, what this proved is with all these celebrities and everybody donating that we could solve world hunger tomorrow. But no, let's save a building instead. Love is going to keep us together. Whatever. Yeah. All right. Tell Morris to clean his beard and let it grow. Gorgeous. I'm leaving. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
See ya.
That's Dominic Izzo tonight, 7 Eastern, 7 Central. 7 what time?
7 Eastern.
Technically, you can hear him anytime if you just listen to the podcast. It can be on 1 in the afternoon. It could be 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, if you want to listen to any of our podcasts, you can go out to Spreaker.com and any other place you can find podcasts.
24 hours a day.
And search for MoJo 50, and all of them are listed.
I hate appointment viewing and listening. I don't appointment view or listen to anything. I will. Now I have to with Game of Thrones, but other than that. Read You Zone keeps you from having to make those appointment viewing appointments. Come on, somebody help me here. Somebody help me. Help me. Help me.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Say something.
I'm so lost.
Something. Your beard looks nice.
Thank you. At least somebody appreciates it.
If you feel fat, Read You Zone can help you with that. Go to RidUZone.com. Find out how Rid You Zone could be your secret weapon in the battle against the bulge. Because if you are trying everything else, if you're exercising and eating right, and you still can't knock that weight off, you might need a little something extra. And that's what Rid You Zone is all about. And there's a special coupon right there waiting for you. It's your Daily Mojo.
This is the seditious, rabble-rousing, liberty-loving, home of fun, entertaining, and compelling talk. MoJo 50.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. He may not be uttering the phrase, "I told you so," but that, in effect, is President Trump's response to the findings of the Mueller report. The president saying there never was any collusion and there never will be. Meanwhile, a former White House counsel's refusal to follow some of Mr. Trump's orders may have protected the president from obstruction.
In the Mueller report, Don McGahn emerges as a central character who repeatedly refused to act on orders from President Trump. According to the special counsel, the president twice directed his top White House lawyer to oust Robert Mueller, but McGahn refused. Mueller concluded that McGahn and others effectively halted Mr. Trump's efforts to influence the investigation, prompting some White House officials and outside observers to call him an unsung hero in the effort to protect the president. Greg Clugston, Washington.
An electrical short circuit may have ignited the fire that heavily damaged the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris, that according to investigators. Sentencing day for a Southern California couple at the center of a horrific child abuse case.
David and Louise Turpin are due in Riverside County's Superior Court after pleading guilty in February to torture and other abuse so severe it stunted their children's growth, led to muscle wasting, and left 2 girls unable to bear children. They face 25 years to life in prison. The abuse was uncovered last year when one of the couple's 13 children jumped out a window and called 911. The children were severely underweight and hadn't bathed for months. I'm Mike Hempen.
There's a lot of cleanup in order across parts of the South blasted by powerful storms. Bad weather blamed for at least 3 deaths. Portions of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi were hard hit. And today, storms could unleash flash flooding in the east from Florida north into Pennsylvania. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
You get great service and you do some good in the world with Patriot Mobile. Sign up for a Patriot Mobile account today. Start saving money, get great coverage, and do a little bit of good because they support companies, organizations, and candidates that you like. It's patriotmobile.com/doc. patriotmobile.com/doc.
A former Democratic National Committee member told Politico on Monday that he will become national senior advisor to the Draft Beto campaign. That sounds like a horrible beer, probably a Pilsner.
The Defenders with Stephen Airy, tonight at 9.
MoJo 50. Hey guys, Matt Locke, the Conservative Cartel. I'd like to take a minute and tell you about a new weight loss product that's instantly becoming part of the MoJo 50 family. It was launched by a Dallas area company who had taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. A 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened, and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. One Ridgezone client, Sarah, recently lost over 100 pounds. While she looks amazing, she has been struggling every day with cravings. Now that she's taking Ridgezone, she says it's so much easier to control her appetite and she's not thinking about food all day. Ridgezone contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to ridgezone.com, RIDUZONE.com, and enter the code MATT, M-A-T-T. That's Ridgezone, RIDUZONE.com.
If we weren't so bad.
To puppy rape.
I like to cuss.
Do I want to keep my penis?
Cat wants some black titties.
We wouldn't be so good. MoJo 50.
The mothership has landed.
All right, and
No, you stop. Stop right now. Were you talking smack about my beard?
No.
Were you talking about my beard, Brad?
No,
Huh?
I was not doing that. I would never do that. I just thought, you know what? It's unfair for everybody who doesn't hear the first hour to get some sort of a Friday little something in their head.
Yeah.
So stick this in your head.
Thank God it's...
You know what I'm saying, Ron? I mean, unless you're listening to the very first hour.
Got it.
You got to have some little something.
I still like my Friday though. This is my Friday.
Ooh, I think I have that one too.
Just got paid.
You got paid? Wait, what?
Just got paid.
You got paid. When did you start making money? Oh yeah, this is the one I had for next hour. Nice.
Really?
Nice. I did.
Y'all want to hear my Friday?
Yes.
Here's my Friday.
Yes.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
Go. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Don't stop.
Yeah, boy. Hit me with that Friday.
This song this is an earworm.
Hey, hang on.
Is this the Oh yeah, this is the
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely blocking this show today.
I would block this show too.
YouTube and Facebook have probably already shut us down.
It's all right. They already have your email contacts. They don't need you anymore. Who was that?
That was Rebecca Black.
I knew
with
that.
the viral YouTube hit.
I was asking.
Friday.
I was just asking for Ron.
I knew it was Rebecca Black, but this was a remix of her. Oh my God, that first one.
Mm-hmm.
When she first released that.
Oh man,
it went viral. That was the dumbest ass thing.
Because it is the dumbest ass thing. It really. Have you heard that song? It is so nonsensical. It's like,
okay,
she's like her friends pull up in a car and she makes an entire verse out of, "Do I sit in the front or the back? Which seat do I take?"
The Cars made an entire career out of nonsensical lyrics.
They did.
I don't fault her for having nonsensical lyrics as long as it's got a good beat. I mean, you can. It's an orangey sky, always with some other guy. It's just a broken lullaby. Bye bye love.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need a music segment on Fridays.
That Facebook can be like, we're sorry. We
kind of just did. But speaking of stupid, there is an Instagram couple who is apparently fairly popular, but they're catching all kinds of grief for a photo on the edge of an infinity pool.
Yeah.
Take a look at this picture here because
although she's hot looking.
She is hot. Why are we? Why? Okay, what was the first thing you looked at?
Her butt.
Okay, why do we always do that? Why do people do that? Why do you go?
Because it's hanging out there.
Oh no, but what's her butt? Why are we looking at her? Anyway, so she's hanging off the side of this infinity pool, and he's holding her up. I mean, dude's in good shape, and catching all kinds of hell for this picture because it looks like she's hanging over the edge of an abyss.
Well, when you go to put that one back up, that one right there, that one is the one that shows more of it. It's because it is a very high off the ground.
Well, you can't really tell how high it is, and you can't see what's below her either. And it's her, and she can. I mean, she may be strapped to the side of that thing. Who knows?
No, I'm pretty sure he's just holding her.
I think he's just holding her up. But you know what? I mean, why are people mad about that? Why?
One guy said,
it's not like he was dangling an infant.
Yeah,
off of
exactly.
A
He wasn't Michael Jacksoning it. All right, he was holding.
That's what I meant.
It was
right?
two consensual adults doing something incredibly dangerous. Which, by the way, who cares? All right, are you that girl? Are you that guy? They've apparently done this before in different ways. Let people do what they want to do.
You don't go to a Cirque du Soleil show and go, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my. Can you believe that they just did that? I am outraged. I am outraged.
Why is the woman always the one risking themselves for pictures? Someone asked. Never see a guy hanging over a cliff.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do. Feeling like
they picked the wrong person to interview for this story, frankly.
Yeah.
Probably some gay dude.
Who
didn't look at her butt first.
No, you know
I'm
what?
telling you.
I'm telling. No, a gay man can actually look at a woman's butt and appreciate it.
That was pretty artful. But there was a third person there, right?
Yeah, taking the picture.
Wait. And actually, the message of their picture. See, there's dude. He's
What does dude say?
No, I'm just looking.
No,
at
that's the dude.
dudes. I was just looking.
That's
at
the
dudes.
first thing that other people. I mean, they're pretty built. Look at them.
They are both very attractive people.
Yeah,
I mean,
they know what they're doing.
Look how hot he is, Brandon.
I literally,
Look how
I
hot
could
he
punch
is.
her stomach and it would break my hand.
It would.
Look at that.
Do you think he's hot?
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
I think he's hot.
He's a good-looking guy.
You know, she get to that age, Ron, where you don't care. Yeah, he's hot.
You don't care.
No, I'm secure enough in my masculinity.
I'm playing
I can
to the
say,
women and the men on this show.
Whatever it takes. 18,000 likes. They say detractors were quick to point out the American couple. They were morons for putting themselves in harm's way for the sake of a picture. What a stupid, ridiculous photo. When one of you falls and meets your death, then we will see if Instagram was worth it. Idiots. Dumbest thing I've seen today. Imagine if she fell, all for the sake of a little internet fame.
Then she would be another statistic on the I'm a dumbass and want to take a selfie on the edge of a cliff.
Funny you should mention that.
Right, but I think that there's a thin line between being that and being epic, son.
Oh, yeah.
October
Yeah,
2011, you decide. 3 teenagers killed by a train while posing for a selfie.
Yep.
That was a
Dumbass.
South Park episode.
By the way, apparently the impact was caught in the last picture that they took. Good for them. December 2013. You know what? If you're going to be stupid, there you go. A girl committed suicide by jumping in front of a train and taking a picture. See, that's a stupid thing. March 2014, 21-year-old man electrocuted after climbing on top of a train to take a selfie with friends and touching the wire that, by the way, they were wrong. The group told him, it's not hot. It's not a hot wire. Touch it. Go ahead, touch it.
Oh, yeah. Listen to everything your buddies say.
Would you jump off a bridge if your friends asked you to?
No.
Wasn't that the question your parents always gave you? If all your friends were jumping off a bridge, would you do it? Huh?
Well,
no.
But that was
Unless she was
the
hot.
That was the question right behind. Well, my friends are doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All my friends have a phone.
Uh-huh.
If your friends jumped off a cliff, would you go with them?
To which I would respond, there is a very marked difference between having a phone and jumping off a bridge, mother.
Big time.
Let me list the pros and cons of both, and you tell me.
My answer would have been yes, because they would have phones too, and I was
as long as somebody gets the shot and grams it. That's the key.
Doing it for the gram, Mom.
15-year-old boy in the Philippines critically wounded after accidentally shooting himself while taking a selfie in which his other hand was holding a gun to his chin.
Oh, dumbass.
This is called thinning the herd.
Yes, it is.
These are the people you don't want the DNA pool to pollute. Vice versa. I mean, so the two of them hanging off an infinity pool, come on. I thought it was a great shot.
It's a great shot. It is a great shot.
I mean, that's...
But I mean, that's the internet. You're going to... Somebody... Look, even if they're not mad, they're going to be mad.
There is no question in my mind that he had the strength to hold her at the edge of an infinity pool.
For sure.
On the other hand, if there had been a picture of a cow hanging off the side of an infinity pool.
Say cow or cow?
Cow. C-O-W. Hanging
that,
off the side of an infinity pool with someone like me trying to hold it up.
That would be
funny. That's a dangerous picture.
That would be funny is what that would be.
That girl probably weighs nothing.
That would
maybe
be
a buck 10.
Maybe. Yeah.
Then
this
again,
dude
she's
can
muscle,
clearly
so it
lift.
could be a little more. But
This dude can clearly lift like probably 3 times her size.
What we need to do is recreate all the best Instagram photos, like that one with like Ron in the place of the girl.
Yes. There you go.
Ron in
wearing my new mankini.
Yes.
No,
Photoshoppers, you have you have your task. Go for it.
One of our commenters said, "There's a guy in that picture."
Right. There's no judgment here. If you want to notice the guy, notice the girl, it doesn't matter to us. Do not judge by any means. Looking forward to what the interweb, the Jackhole Nation, and Photoshop can do combined. In the meantime, while you're looking around the Instagram, make sure that you look at the gun box too. The gun box is safe storage for your firearm and quick access. Because what good is a gun if you can't get to it fast? If when you need it, you can't. A lot of these gun safes you can put next to the bed, they have. You either have to use a key or you have to use your fingerprint or a keypad. You're stuck. You're limited to one of those. And let me tell you, when the adrenaline's pumping and you're going, oh hell, what was the combination? It was 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. Was it 1, 2? You just don't want to have to deal with that.
Agreed.
That's why the gun box has the RFID chip that you can use to open. Just wave it across. Poof, it opens. You can use your fingerprint if you want to. If you have a keen mind and you are good under pressure, you can use the keypad. It's all up to you. See, the choice is yours. It's about choice. And with the gun box, the choice is yours. Plus, this thing's tough. It's tough and good looking, kind of like that guy.
It really is kind of tough and good looking like that guy.
It really is.
I kind of just want to run my hand over it.
I know and actually once
you feel that's the hardness of it.
Once you feel this, I'm telling you will not go back.
Yep.
You will any other safe will not do it for you.
That's right.
You'll need the beauty and the hardness of the gun box. So find out more at thegunbox.com. Safe storage, quick access. It is the gun box. I think this is probably the best gun safe I've ever seen.
I have to agree.
So there you have it.
I absolutely have to agree.
So both of us agree. If you don't agree, you're stupid.
You're stupid. Idiot.
It's thegunbox.com. Which is probably a good time to go to the headlines, I would think, maybe. That's the wrong button there.
See? I thought we were changing it up for a second.
Wow. Me too.
We've scoured news platforms and agencies around the globe for today's most profound news headlines. Presenting them now, here's Brandon Morse.
By the way, that button's not in the same spot on a different tab. I'm just saying.
First day on the job. I know how it is.
You'll get there, buddy.
Yeah, you will. Just keep trying.
Don't worry,
you'll make
Rondolph.
You'll make it in this business if we might have to pay off a few people.
Maybe.
Might
a long
Obi-Ron.
damn time.
Right.
All right.
It means it's your turn.
Thank you, Brad. Don't make me sad. Here are 5 headlines, and you'll be glad. Because one of them is false. But
I'm going to get you a bigger shovel in a minute. Bigger shovel.
Anybody want to beat it? Yes, 5 headlines I have. Only one of them is a lie. It's a blatant, bold-faced lie. And you have to figure out which one.
For the pits of hell.
That's right. That's right. First headline, selfie deaths are an epidemic. Which is weird because we just talked about that.
Right.
A recent report found that 259 people died between 2011 and 2017 while stepping in front of the camera in an often dangerous destinations. Our writer went deep in the psychology of selfies to figure out what's behind our obsession with capturing extreme risk-taking.
Stupid people.
That's right. It began as retribution for a lost bet in 2014. Gigi Wu, an experienced hiker from Taiwan, posed atop a snow-covered mountain clad only in a bikini. There's a picture of it, Brad. I'll send it to you right now.
Does she look cold? I mean, was she like wearing a coat over the bikini? Maybe.
Brad. It was a
anything
bikini.
other than that.
It was a bikini, Brad. Yeah. I'll send you the entire thing.
It could have been a fur bikini.
A fur bikini? A fur beanie?
A fur beanie.
A fur beanie.
Grab that URL, furbeanie. Furbeanie.com.
Erase that part of the show.
Yes, yeah. Don't want anybody to hear that.
That's right.
Because we're going to be millionaires.
They also appealed to followers, according to BuzzFeed. She quickly amassed thousands of them. Fans loved the way she worked both the climbing and bikini personas and encouraged her to keep at it. But soon things turned dark. She apparently froze to death. To make a long story short.
Well, why don't I have it? Sad trombone. Note to self.
According to this, there's a whole bunch of statistics. Apparently, selfies have gotten so bad. Yeah, 259 people have died in 6 years. 2011, 2017.
How many?
256 people have died. 259 people have died between 2011 and 2017. That is the saddest of trombones. Weston man breaks Guinness World Record.
No.
You know what he did?
No.
He watched Captain Marvel 116 times.
I still haven't seen that.
Well, he's seen it 116 times.
Is it good? Have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
From what I understand, it's one of the most mediocre Marvel movies you will ever see. God knows that I already kind of went in with like bad expectations, though.
Right.
Imagine your favorite movie. Now imagine watching it 116 times to break a Guinness World Record. One local man did just that, seeing the movie Captain Marvel 116 times since it was first released in the evening of March 7th. Steve Ruppel is a Weston chiropractor who apparently does not have a job.
Or patience.
Who on the side likes to break Guinness World Records. This is his 5th record broken. He's already done 4, including running half.
I'm with you. When the hell does he find time to do
Seriously, this guy has no life. Even his job is just not his job. That's his real job. This is his real job.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's already broken 4, including running a half marathon wearing the most amount of T-shirts. I thought it was the most insane thing ever. I thought it was impossible. I wasn't even sure why it was even a record. But I thought after a while, I should probably do that, said Ruppel.
I'm with him on that. Why in the hell is that a record?
It honestly, it is the most amount of time spent watching Brie Larson make resting bitch face is what the real record should be.
Wow.
In total, guys, 14,268 minutes of his life that he just...
Wow. I wonder if he can tell you what the plot line is.
It's Brie Larson doing this.
Looking stoic.
Oh, is that stoic?
Oh, it looks blank and stoic to me.
Oh,
it's kind of like Steve Guttenberg.
Maybe Brent Blank is kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But that's essentially the movie. And then I heard there's a cat. Meanwhile, in Florida.
Wow.
Florida woman divorces her husband when she found out he wasn't 6 feet tall, but rather 5'11". A Florida woman has reportedly divorced her husband of 5 years after finding out that he wasn't 6 feet tall, like he had always said, but rather 5'11". Jennifer Wheaton, 29.
That's the thing that makes this questionable. It took place in Florida, so it's absolutely possible.
Oh, just wait. Allegedly divorced her husband for, quote, not be tall enough.
Chicken too tasty.
Check this out. And maybe this will explain some things. Because Jennifer's ex-husband was a successful businessman in the Miami area.
Oh, she's
the divorce court awarded Jennifer a $1 million divorce payout.
See, it's when you tell me things like this, if this ends up being true, this is the kind of thing that makes me want to go take a selfie next to a cliff.
While wearing a bikini?
Yes,
While wearing
much.
a fur bikini?
Yep. Because I realize at that point there is no justice in the world. I've known it for years. That just confirms it.
Yep. No, absolutely. Okay. Mark Hamill. Y'all know, everyone loves Mark Hamill.
He's the Joker.
That's right. He is the Joker. And he's the best Joker.
He is the best Joker.
Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, did not die a virgin.
That's a plus.
Talk about the rise of Skywalker, huh?
Wait a second. Does he die in the next movie?
He died in The Last Jedi. Spoilers! He died in The Last Jedi at the very end.
Did I see that?
Yeah. He was on top of that cliff after, like, taking on all those AT-AT walkers and stuff. And then, like, he had that little fight with Kylo Ren.
Oh, that's right. Then he just disappeared.
And then he's like, oh, I wasn't there the entire time.
Right,
and then he just dies. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, Jedis never really die. They just transform.
Yeah, they just become Force ghosts.
Right. So they they become transparent is all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's why I didn't think of him as dying, really. He transformed. Okay.
Luke Skywalker's virginity has long been a hot topic.
Wait a minute. Does this mean that after they turn into transparent, they can't do it anymore?
What do you mean?
They can't have sex anymore.
When they turn into a Force ghost?
Right.
We don't know that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why is it, if he died without, and he wasn't a virgin, I mean, it didn't matter because he could have... He could have changed that whole situation in the transparent life.
Maybe.
Just saying.
But who else is there to be a Jedi that he could lose his virginity to besides Obi-Wan and Yoda? And Anakin.
We just move on.
Maybe we're thinking too much about this. I think maybe... Okay.
In other news, the Mueller report was released yesterday.
I'd much rather talk about this, actually. No more Mueller report. Luke Skywalker's virginity has long been a hot topic among Star Wars fans. While the accepted canon hasn't given us any answers, actor Mark Hamill has his own thoughts on the matter. He believes Luke has experienced the sexy side of life. He's gone to the dark side. Hamill responded to a fan's Twitter question asking if Luke died a virgin. Make up your own backstory, Hamill wrote. It's undetermined. But in the one I made for myself, the answer is no.
I wonder who it was.
Mara Jade.
Who?
Mara Jade.
Okay. Which one is that?
She was...
she the blue one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just say yes.
Okay.
Game of Thrones Walk of Shame becomes America's #1 sexual fantasy. Daenerys Targaryen and Sansa Stark in demand.
What?
Yep.
Okay. All right. where she walked down the street naked. Okay.
Yeah. Go with the like shame.
Okay.
Shame.
Yeah.
You have it.
Hold on. Yes, I do.
That one.
Shame.
Oh, yeah.
Shame.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shame it. Shame.
That was a body double, by the way.
Yeah, it was a body double that they put her head on. Isn't that crazy? Fans of Game of Thrones definitively love their characters on screen, but as it turns out, they love them even more off screen, especially in bed. Without a doubt, Game of Thrones introduced the courtesans and clients of Sherry's to a whole new realm of roleplay possibilities, said Denna, Madame at Sherry's Ranch, a legal brothel in Nevada. While Game of Thrones cosplay is very popular at Sherry's Ranch, with Daenerys Targaryen and Sansa Stark being the characters our ladies are asked to portray the most often, it's orgies and fetish-related sessions that are the most requested Game of Thrones sex scenarios, she said.
I get it.
These two characters being most requested cosplays may not be shocking, considering both Emilia Clarke, who plays Daenerys, and Sophie Turner, who plays Sansa, are huge with the fans. However, the other popular choice is a little surprising. It's the castrated Greyjoy prince.
That is kind of weird.
That's weird.
That is weird.
That's really weird. Those are your 5 headlines.
All right.
Let's go over them one more time.
Yep.
Selfies are causing a lot of deaths.
Okay.
Weston man breaks Guinness World Record by watching Captain Marvel 116 times. Florida woman divorces her husband because, quote unquote, he's not tall enough. Luke Skywalker did not die a virgin. And Game of Thrones Walk of Shame becomes America's #1 sexual fantasy. Which one is fake? But first, Brad.
Okay, we were discussing this morning how good... I may be obsessed with the coffee named for you.
Is it?
Because it's really good.
Yeah.
And it is the Brandon Morse Code Monkey Bread Blend.
That's right.
Because bread is in the title. They snuck it in there on me, but it's in there. It's really good. It just, there's something about it. I think it must be the hints of cinnamon or something.
So I discovered a long time ago that pecans and cinnamons in coffee together are just one of the best flavors you will find, especially in the morning.
It's the second best flavor there is.
And APR coffee nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
See? That's what DM does. He spends his time thinking about how to make things perfect. So go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com and see what's there with your name on it.
Amen to that.
See, I looked at you when I said with your name on it because your name literally is on it.
That's right.
And Ron's is on it, too.
That's right.
All right. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Get some now. Ron, what do you think is the fake story?
Go through them again, Brandon.
Well, you got 45 seconds,
45
so make
seconds.
it fast.
Selfie deaths. You've got the
paying
Weston
attention
man
the first
breaks
time.
world record by watching Captain Marvel. Woman divorces her husband because he's too short.
That one.
Florida
too short.
one?
Yeah.
You know, if you listen the first time, you don't have to have them repeat it 3 times.
Sorry, I was busy.
Brad?
I'm going with the Florida woman.
You're going Florida woman?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, a lot of people are going Florida woman.
Is this the long one? Which is it?
It is Florida woman. I hate you. I hate you guys so much.
And the really crushing part is that Ron wasn't even paying attention.
I know, he wasn't.
And he just
I was
guessed
kind
it.
of paying attention.
No, you
horrible.
aren't. Don't lie to them. Friday Leftovers coming up.
A free exchange of ideas. MoJo 50.
Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with Diathrive. Diathrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, Diathrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. Diathrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. Diathrive.com. That's D-I-A Thrive.com.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252.
Hey, it's Adrian Slade. With fake news from news channels that were once even slightly trustworthy and a social media that's guiding you by the hand like a child, controlling what they call conversational health and filtering out stories that someone else deems credible to you, where do you go for unadulterated libertarian and conservative discussion? How about right here on the Adrian Slade Show? Destroying the lies and dismantling the narratives, one story at a time. Unfiltered conversations only on MoJo 50. Live free.
The Daily Mojo.
It should make you feel better. The Brandon Morse that they got, a lot of them got it wrong in the MeWe chat room.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people were guessing the Brie Larson one, which honest to God, I was trying to throw everyone off with that Brie Larson one.
See?
And I thought that I really had y'all with the Florida woman because, like, nothing against you ladies, but how many women out there have divorced their husbands strictly to get money? You know? I can totally see that being a thing.
A lot, I was going to say, yeah.
And so I was like, that sounds like a very feasible thing. But watching Captain Marvel, watching a Brie Larson movie 115 times back to back, no.
I got other things to do.
No.
Madam Sue Jackhole thought it was Luke Skywalker. And then Leprechaun responded, didn't Luke bang that senator? Wait a minute, which senator?
His sister?
His sister, Luke's... No, she wasn't a senator. Luke Skywalker's sister was not a senator. She was Leia. She wasn't a senator, was she?
I think, didn't she become a senator at one point in time?
See, that's the thing. Okay, so why were they blockading the planet?
In episode 1?
Take any of them. No, the one in the middle, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Why were they blockading it?
I think they were blockading it because it was the Trade Federation thing.
Okay, but what were they exactly? I can never follow what in the hell it's exactly they're trying to accomplish.
I honest to God, I wrote an entire screed the other day about how I feel like the prequels just really destroyed a lot of Star Wars.
Especially the one with
Jar Jar Binks,
well,
his
that,
arrival on
and
the scene.
Anakin walking around with what's her face and talking about how he hates sand.
I hate sand.
I hate sand.
It gets everywhere. It's coarse.
By the way, I think it's his birthday today. He's like
Anakin Skywalker.
yeah,
Is that the guy who played Hayden Christensen?
Yeah. I think
You know what's funny is Hayden Christensen is not a horrible actor.
Yeah. What's he done lately?
But that's just it.
Yeah. See,
Like I think he did Jumpers after that, and then he had like a few other things, but I can't remember what they were.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually sad for the guy because like you play something, you play a role that bad, and like your first breakout film, and people just don't want to work with you after that.
Nope.
The same thing happened with Ahmed Best, who played Jar Jar Binks. Ahmed Best, when you really break it down, is an
You're not going to go back into a
actor.
suicide attempt again, are you?
Huh?
You're not going to go back into a suicide attempt, are you?
He tried to commit suicide.
The dolphin dies at the end.
The dolphin dies.
Dothraki sex. Don Cheech said that's the best way to go.
Dothraki sex.
Yeah.
It's death by snoo snoo.
Mm-hmm.
For any of my Futurama fans.
Who is Brad? What is Brad actually talking about? We totally called it in this chat room. I didn't think that Brad is drunk. So do I judge when you guys drink in the chat room? Why would
no? We're a judgment-free zone here. This is a safe space.
Damn it, Brad. Yes, she was a senator until the emperor dissolved the Senate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but
So Anakin was banging a senator for a while.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
See, who knew?
Yeah. There was a lot of senator banging in Star Wars.
So Jason Momoa apparently sent the producer of Game of Thrones to the hospital while they were shooting.
No.
It was back in, I think, season 2. They were playing hand slap. You know that.
Oh yeah.
So they're out. He'd come back to shoot the episode where he appears in a dream sequence to Daenerys. And they're out drinking after the shoot, and just kind of saying hey to everybody and having a big time. And the story goes that they were in Belfast. Jason was one of our favorite people ever on the show. This, according to Benioff. That's I think it's David Benioff. He's one of the producers.
One of the executive producers.
Big guy. And he says, I'm looking at Momoa. Momoa was talking about beating someone at the slap game. And he says, I was like, I'll take you on at the slap game.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to challenge the Cal because if I beat the Cal, I am the Cal.
Yeah. I get his logic.
They said they've been drinking a lot of beers. The two started playing the game, slapping each other's hands. He said, I got a few pretty good slaps in, and then I missed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was his turn, and I put my hands out. He started slapping. He said the rest of the group started paying attention when they noticed a kind of a firecracker sound going off.
Oh, no.
The other producer looked, he says, I looked over, I saw his hands were bright red. He was still going. And all of us, everybody stopped talking, and they watched. And he says, I looked in Momoa's eyes. I saw no mercy there, but I wouldn't quit because, I had my pride.
Mm-hmm.
And then Amelia Clark noticed that one of his hands was like the size, twice the size that it should be. And he says by the time they were done, his hands looked like catcher's mitts.
Oh, that's so bad.
That would hurt.
I would not challenge Jason Momoa.
No.
To anything.
Nope.
Anything.
Nope.
You want to talk, dude? Because you've seen the guy.
He's big.
He's
very large.
huge.
Yes, he is.
His muscles have muscles.
There is a way that you could challenge him and win.
Mm-hmm.
But it would take months, if not years, of living the right lifestyle, of working out, of eating right, of developing the six-pack abs.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe that's your goal.
Or just do what the lady did in the show and just go ahead and encourage an infection to get larger and bigger and nastier.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Jussie Smollett way and pay somebody else to do it.
Well, I mean, that also could
You
work.
could do that. If you want to do it yourself, I would suggest the Rich solution, and I would suggest a healthy lifestyle and working out a lot, and maybe some prayer in there too. But if you go to
prayer helps.
Yeah, a lot of prayer in this case. If you go to the Rich solution, if If you go to the Rich Solution, you will find the way that you can adopt that healthy lifestyle. You'll find the way that Gwen Rich herself has overcome a myriad of ills in life. Quite a number of ills. And you will also find information on the Doc Thompson Healthy Lifestyle Challenge, which remains one of the most ironically named challenges in the entire universe. You can also find it on the Rich Solutions Facebook page. Yeah, I'm having trouble with S's this morning. Could it be
Are you slurring?
Could it be the beer?
I don't think it started with the number one tequila that I found sitting on the desk here. But I don't blame Brad because this is good stuff.
Oh, it's damn good. I wonder, you know what? First thing went through my mind is, could you still lead a healthy lifestyle and drink tequila? And I say yes, because if you can't, I don't want to be healthy.
I got to tell you, tequila is apparently in small doses very good for you.
Damn straight it is.
From what I understand, it actually clears out the some of the germs that accumulate.
It'll clear out any. It'll also it'll clear out any vestiges of a good reputation that you had too.
Oh well, who needs that,
right? I mean, those pesky good reputations just really get in your way if you think about it.
Exactly. Because then people expect things of you.
Yes,
and that's who needs that.
No kidding. So go to therichsolution.com or go to their Facebook page and find out how you can take part in the Doc Thompson Healthy Lifestyle Challenge. And I would tell you what the prize is for this week's challenge, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ron? Ron's obviously busy. Ron's got things to do. People to see, places. He's a very busy, important guy. Ask him. He'll tell you.
Well, there's two of them. I don't know which one's first, though. I know one of them is this.
He's so full of crap. He doesn't know either.
One of them is this Mother's Day thing.
What is it?
And the next one is APR coffee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Mother's Day gift back.
He just made that up. Go to therichsolution.com. You'll find out more. It's therichsolution.com.
And now, Doc Thompson presents the Friday Leftovers.
These are the great stories we did not get to earlier in the week, so we'll get to them now.
Yeah.
This is like a Girls Gone Wild version, at least the first part. A Polk County Sheriff's deputy in Des Moines arrested a woman last week for bringing drugs into jail. I know. Should have been in Florida.
I admire. I already admire her entrepreneurial spirit. I feel like she went in there with a plan.
Yeah, Deborah Ann Sly, a 56-year-old woman. She walks up to the jail, and a bag of meth fell out of her pants as she walked into the Polk County Jail for outstanding warrants. That earned her a new charge, according to the documents there at Iowa Courts Online. Sly not of the family stone, but of Des Moines, reported to the jail last week because a warrant had been issued for her arrest back in March. She had failed to appear for a disposition bond held after violating a no contest order. This woman gets in trouble a lot. Apparently, she thought it was the right thing to do to turn herself in. So she actually walked in voluntarily.
Yeah.
And had the drugs in her pocket.
While I admire her I appreciate her willingness to actually do the right thing. I kind of wish that she had just kind of practiced a little bit of precaution.
Okay. By the way, the question that pretty much everyone is asking is she hot?
I doubt it.
And if we take that full screen right there, you will see that she is in fact as hot as they come. And there she is. I mean, if by hot you mean does...
She looks like she's one more like indentation into her chin into being what's-his-face from Ghostbusters 2.
Yes. What is his name?
God, the main villain guy, the ghost guy.
Yes, him. Exactly. What's his name?
Vigo the Conqueror.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Either that or Slimer. She could have been Slimer. During the intake process, a small, clear plastic baggie containing a...
She looks like Slimer's slime that actually formed itself into a human.
Actually, I think Slimer's a little hotter.
Slimer is more attractive by far.
Nicer teeth. A white crystalline substance was in the baggie. It fell out of her pants onto the booking room floor. According to a criminal complaint filed by the sheriff's deputy there, the approximate weight of the substance was 4 grams. Excuse me. 0.4 grams.
0.4.
That's half a gram. You don't walk into jail with 4 grams. That's crazy.
Unless you're willing to sell some of that stuff.
Right.
Which many of the prisoners. I don't know. What do they have for currency, though, besides...
You go in there and cut it with baby powder.
Besides cigarettes and promises of not anal raping you. That's pretty much all the currency you have in prison.
Can that be used as currency, the promise of a...
I imagine if you're big enough, promises that you won't hurt people are actually worth their weight in gold.
I will not anally probe you 3 times. How do you know when, like, one of them is passed? Like, that's 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's 2.
Yeah, you can just make it up on the spot. Like,
right.
I felt like it today, but because I made that promise to you.
Yeah. Oh, there's 3, 4.
My criminal word is my bond. Yeah. I will not be anal raping you today.
Right.
Well, thank you, Jim.
You know, some of the guys in there aren't trustworthy.
What makes you say that, Brad?
Some of them are. By the way,
some of them are just innocent.
Just to hedge my bets, I think they all are honest. I like those guys, actually, and
I like the cut of their
I
jib.
really do, just in case. She was charged with possession of a controlled substance, a serious misdemeanor. Her attorney declined comment when reached by the paper.
Well, what do you say to people? Like, what?
If I'm her attorney, I'm just look at her.
Yeah, exactly.
Just look at her.
Can you explain your client?
Look at her. Him, her.
Look at Shim. We don't want to assume Shim's gender.
No, and in this case, that's true.
Because it looks like a very unfortunate woman, but it also looks like, you know, she could pop out of the painting at any moment and hot some poor lady and her baby.
Like Uncle Dad.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Crossville, Tennessee, officers pulled over a woman driving a Walmart mobility scooter down a Tennessee highway Friday morning. Sally Selby.
Good old Sally.
Sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah. She caught the attention of law enforcement around 5 in the morning while driving the motorized shopping cart in the slow lane of Highway 127. At least she was in the slow lane.
Oh, yeah. At least she knew where she had to be.
She wasn't being irresponsible and going in the fast lane or right down the middle of the road. She's in the slow lane.
So she stole it from Walmart, I'm going to assume.
Why would you assume that? Well, how do you know she didn't rent it?
I just a feeling. And her immediate reaction was, don't take any back roads. Don't just go down slower streets and keep the sidewalks or anything.
You ever tried to drive one of those on a back road? Those are hard to drive on a back road.
Don't take any back alleys or anything. Just go straight to the highway.
Is that a euphemism?
It can be.
Okay. That's the other story.
It's also one of the things that people really request at Sherry's Whorehouse.
That's true.
Yeah.
She told officers she was on her way to Waffle House.
Of course.
To buy a cup of coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all fallen into place now.
Yep. So many details of this woman's life have led her to this moment. She's 45 years old. She initially told officers that she built the scooter. But why do you laugh? Do you not believe women can use power tools? Do you not believe that a woman of her stature, of her experience, could put together a scooter from parts around the house?
I'm just picturing in my head this, like, the piano music from What's Her Face playing as she's scooting along the highway. Making my way downtown. Faces past the mobile.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought that's a good thing.
If I could fall into the sky.
Whatever happened to Michelle Branch?
That's her, Michelle Branch.
Walmart surveillance video helped the employees there at Walmart confirm that, in fact, it did belong to the store. She was actually driving it around inside the store before driving it out into the parking lot. And
well, she had to test it before she
got
off the lot with it, because it depreciates in value the moment you take it off the lot.
That's a good point. I mean, you don't immediately jump on the thing and drive it outside. You just don't know what you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take it through the dairy section, see how it's going to operate in the cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Through the
take it through the produce section to see how it performs in jungle-like,
right?
Jungle-like.
Right. This woman's smart, obviously.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She might face additional charges. They have not yet determined that.
In all seriousness, obviously she's not 100%.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one, why did she take a Walmart mobility scooter when she could have taken one from like Kroger? They're much faster.
Good point.
Yeah. You know, was she looking for kind of like an? I guess was she looking for like more function over fashion? Probably.
How do we know that the Walmart? Which would you say would be closer to the Waffle House, the Walmart or the Kroger?
Well, I don't know, Brad, because there are freaking Waffle Houses.
What if
everywhere.
the Waffle House is right in the middle? See, if the Waffle House was right in the middle, then we'd have.
Well, then you would be much better off taking the faster scooter.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
In Granite Bay, I don't know where Granite Bay is, but in Granite Bay, a mother returned to her home last week to find that it had been ransacked, and the suspected thief was still on the property.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bear. No.
That's
her name
a fun story.
Her name was Goldilocks. See, because when Goldilocks comes, the bears are. Right. The house has been ransacked, and there are clothes everywhere and papers everywhere. She said as she called when she got home, called the police. She owns the home in a rural part of Granite Bay. She saw her suitcases on the corner, filled. She turned onto her street. Right there, they were outside. She saw her garbage can. It was on the edge of the driveway with some of my husband's rifles, hunting rifles, sticking out. And I went, okay, that's really not right. I don't think my husband put his rifles into a garbage can and put them on the corner. I mean, maybe he was planning to leave her. I don't know. Rux says that once she discovered her misplaced things while driving up, and the suspected thieves, who deputies identified as Richard Holesapple.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
He's not going to do well in prison.
Holesapple.
Richard Holesapple was coming out of her home as she drove up. She didn't think twice about chasing him. Her daughter Maddie joined the fight as he turned onto the street and saw the struggle. My daughter jumped out of her truck and we both tackled him. We rolled him.
Yeah.
The man got away. A neighbor by the name of Paul, that's what we'll call him, couldn't believe what he was seeing. It was probably 8 or 10 cops in the street, dogs, shotguns. It was mayhem, cats living with dogs. It was crazy. 7 hours into the chase around the neighborhood. 7 hours into the chase around the neighborhood.
Wait, hang on. Whoa.
Were they like going around the block?
Yeah, because there's no way there's 7 hours worth of neighborhood there. They probably hopped on some scooters.
Watching a NASCAR race.
Making my way down.
There they go again. Rux's son, Jared, not the one in prison, says he spotted Holesapple on the run at 4 a.m., just before he was caught in a neighbor's field.
Did they say what they... Okay.
7-hour chase around a neighborhood and eventually caught in a neighbor's field.
At this point, I'm going to have to say, look, y'all seem to be doing this just for fun now. 7 hours?
And I'm picturing,
around the same neighborhood?
Yeah, I'm picturing my neighborhood just because that's my point of reference, and I'm trying to figure out how I could run from somebody for 7 hours inside my neighborhood.
I'd eventually get bored, or at least be like, hey, guys, can we take like a break?
Can we stop for lunch?
Is there like a...
Time out.
Is there like a Chick-fil-A around here?
Time out. I gotta pee.
Yeah, can we...
Okay, time back in.
Pull over for a second. I just gotta... Just hang on. Wait. I just gotta...
Paul said, I don't know why he didn't leave the area. He had plenty of opportunity to leave. Doesn't make sense that he didn't leave because he was here for hours after the initial contact.
Maybe he just really needed the attention.
Maybe it was a really nice neighborhood. Maybe it was like a what do you call those? A maze. Maybe it was like a maze neighborhood, like a corn maze. Maybe all the houses are arranged in such a way that it's like a maze. You can like get lost in between. I mean, maybe there've been people lost there for years.
Mm-hmm.
Once he was in custody, Mr. Holesapple, she says she realized that when she tussled with Holesapple, he had her .38 from her bedroom on him.
Oh.
I say he deserves kudos. He didn't shoot her.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, it sounds to me like this guy...
This is a comedy of errors.
Yeah. This is like, they could make a short film out of this.
Keystone Cops.
I would love to watch. I need to know the story behind this guy.
She says it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, tackling him. But as a horse trainer, she says it wasn't very scary. She trains horses, and he's not a horse, so, you know.
But still, like, you got to think that if you got to have at least some kind of strength behind you if you're going to train a couple horses here. And I'm sure this guy was probably taken aback by the amount of forcefulness and strength. Perhaps he was even a little attracted to it.
He might have been.
Because he could have left. He could have
shot
left.
her.
He could have shot her. He could have ran away at any point in time.
Yes.
Instead,
he ran around the neighborhood.
Instead, he was like, chafe me. And like for 7 hours,
she did.
She chased him, and he must have really liked it if he had kept it up for 7 hours. I think there's more to this story.
Well, she says when you take on large animals every day,
I bet.
A little guy is not as large as what you deal with on a daily basis.
It sounds to me like what, this guy went to find himself a place to rob. What he really found was love.
It was a place to romp.
There you go. There you go, Brad.
Thank you. He found love in all the wrong places. Or maybe it was
it was the right place.
Maybe
Brad.
it was the right places. I don't know. We'll continue with the Friday Leftovers after a word from our proud sponsor of Friday Leftovers, Patriot Mobile.
Oh, I love Patriot Mobile.
If I asked you what's your favorite thing about Patriot Mobile, the Brandon Morse on Twitter, what would you say?
I would say that I love a nice company that when I give money to it, they're not going to turn around and use that money to fund abortions,
right?
Or some weird kind of ecological nonsense about renewable energy and yada yada yada.
Right. And they're certainly not going to shove it into a Holes apple. They're not going to do that. They're going to stand up and fund and give a portion of the money that you pay every month as part of your cellular phone bill. They're going to turn around and give part of that to the NRA, to Empower Texans, to the Susan B. Anthony list, things like that. Conservative and libertarian causes that you would likely support and may already support. Good news is, as Brandon said, they are not going to be supporting causes like Planned Parenthood and the like.
Which you would be surprised about how often an organization, in an attempt to look good in front of the outrage mob, will actually fund things like Planned Parenthood. It's
crazy.
Chili's even did that at one point in time.
See? It's nuts. That's why you need Patriot Mobile. PatriotMobile.com/MoJo. At least take a look there and see if it's something that would work for you. Go to PatriotMobile.com/MoJo. And now we return to our Friday Leftovers, already in progress. A woman allegedly in Philadelphia, by the way, asked some city workers to pee between two of them, or at least between two of their parked trucks. And, of course, they said yes.
Wait, hang on. Let me get this straight. They were asked to pee?
So let me set the stage.
Okay.
Two men standing there with their city trucks. They're city workers. A woman comes up and says, I really have to pee. Can I just stand between? Can I have some privacy between your trucks?
Right.
To which the men reply, of course you can. Sure.
Why not?
Be my guest. So the woman walks between those two trucks and gets into one of them and takes off.
Of course she did.
She stole one of the trucks. The woman identified as Amanda Boner.
No.
Really? Maybe it's Bonner. I don't know. Either way.
Amanda Boner.
Uh-huh. She approached some Philadelphia Street Department employees. She explained her bladder distress. She said she couldn't take it. She just had to go. The employees granted her permission. And she's down the street.
Straight up just left.
Yeah, at least one of those city-owned F-350s. Oh, come on. You're not going to try to tell me that a woman was driving an F-350. This can't possibly be real.
Women can't drive.
Not an F-350. Damn, those things are big, by the way.
Yeah, they are huge.
The F-350 pickup trucks, at least one of them was unoccupied with the engine running when the woman, who was, by the way, may I point out, smarter than two men.
Well, I mean, let's think about this for just a second.
She outwitted them.
But think about it.
Uh-huh.
How often do you see a woman driving an F-350?
All you have to do is listen for the sound of the wreck. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but here's kind of how I looked at it. You know, there are two dudes standing there with their big ass trucks.
Yeah.
They've probably very rarely ever seen a woman driving a truck that large.
That's true.
And on top of that, a woman offered to essentially de-trouser herself next to their trucks.
Yes.
They were probably not in the mind of, you know, she could steal our trucks.
They were busy looking for their phones.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
They gave chase, one of them on foot and the other in another city truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing the one whose truck had been absconded with was the one who tried to chase her on foot.
Yeah.
She's driving a truck, you're on foot. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
The vehicle, she actually stopped at a red light.
What polite!
They caught up with her at that point, right there at the red light. By then, police had arrived as well. The boner was taken into custody.
Mm-hmm.
Right there at the red light. They pulled boner out of the truck, threw her in the cop car.
I love it.
She faces, boner faces theft and other related offenses for her alleged urge
to
just go.
So I guess that boner is facing a hard time.
You know, that's what we call low-hanging fruit in the broadcast. I mean, if you can be proud of grabbing the low-hanging fruit. I mean, I would have gone for something a little higher.
Oh, really?
Personally.
Are you just that kind of guy? That's kind of you're more of an upper.
I would have reached for some higher fruit, some higher branches, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, if you are comfortable, if you are comfortable with the lower fruit, then you'd be my guest. Oh, shoot. I was about to tell you about the woman and the 160,000 texts who swore she wasn't crazy, but we're out of time.
You know what? You can get to that after the break, yeah?
No, next we have Netflix and Chill.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, it's time for Netflix and Chill, where you and I and Ron and anybody else, especially on the Twitter, can make suggestions for what we are going to watch this weekend and in the coming week. That, my friend, is why they call this the Daily Mojo.
This is the seditious, rabble-rousing, liberty-loving, home of fun, entertaining, and compelling talk. MoJo 50.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. There never was any collusion. There never will be. President Trump's words following release of the long-awaited Mueller report. And Mr. Trump had feared the worst when the special counsel was named to investigate possible Russian collusion.
Upon learning that Robert Mueller was appointed special counsel in May 2017, the president is quoted as saying, "This is the end of my presidency," and cursing. He said, "This is the worst thing that ever happened to me." The Mueller report explains how President Trump then tried to influence or curtail the Russia investigation. In the end, the special counsel found no evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia, but it reached no conclusion on obstruction of justice. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Some Democrats calling for the public testimony of special counsel Mueller. House Judiciary Committee Chairman, New York Democrat Jerry Nadler, says there are so many unanswered questions.
I have formally requested that special counsel Mueller testify before the House Judiciary Committee as soon as possible, so we can get some answers to these critical questions, because we clearly can't believe what Attorney General Barr tells us.
The Attorney General saying he would not have a problem with Mueller testifying in public. Yesterday it was the South. Today, the East could see severe weather. Heavy storms may cause flash flooding from Florida up into Pennsylvania. In the South, 3 deaths have been blamed on storms that brought heavy rains and unleashed tornadoes. In the wake of the devastating fire at the Cathedral of Notre Dame, Yellow Vest protesters threatening more demonstrations in Paris this coming weekend. Some of them upset that President Macron addressed the need to rebuild the church while ignoring the issues that sparked their protests in the first place. Former Vice President Biden expected to announce he's running for president next week. That according to a report from the AP. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details. If you're tired of being fat, that's the simplest way I can put it, try Riduzone. It's not magic, it's science. It's a simple way to help keep yourself from overeating. Go to Riduzone. That's Riduzone.com.
Say what you want to say about Cortez. She's not unattractive. Whoopi Goldberg, ugly as dirt. She one ugly woman. She ugly. Whoopi is jealous.
Making radio great again. The Cartel with Matt and Ron. Weekday afternoon. MoJo 50.
Hey guys, it's Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. You know, everyone lives with a little bit of pain, but living with diabetes can be a real pain. While you may have to test your blood sugar and take insulin, ordering your testing supplies shouldn't be one more pain you have to deal with. At least it's not when you work with Diathrive. Diathrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to your home when you need them. Gone are the days of visiting multiple stores to find the right strips, waiting in long lines to purchase your supplies, or sorting through your insurance requirements to figure out what they cover. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, Diathrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. Diathrive saves you time and money. Plus, they're pretty fun to work with, too. So why don't you give Diathrive a chance to show you there's a better way to manage your diabetes? They're so convinced that you'll love their service that they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code MATT, that's M-A-T-T, at checkout. Be sure to head out to the web right now and check these guys out. It's Diathrive.com.
This is the MoJo 50 Institute for the Advanced Application of Freedom. Ya bitches. The mothership has landed.
All right, so if you are ever with us in the first hour of the program, you know that we have our little theme song that we play every Friday. But for those of you who join us and later in the program, maybe don't. We're just trying out some, different songs and just to give you the Friday feeling, just as something you can, enjoy. So this is kind of a fun one. And since Facebook has already kicked us off, what the hell? We'll play some of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, Ron!
Yeah, see, I fooled him. He thought it was coming now.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on my drum all day.
That's about the only song I like of Todd Rundgren's. Hello,
just want to bang
it's
on
me.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that song. But when the Cars 2, or the car, whatever they called themselves at that time, when he took the lead singer role, he was absolutely fantastic in the as the lead singer for the Cars. Boy, I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it because we need to acknowledge the fact that Troy Walker, who was the proprietor of Dog Tag Furniture. I meant to do this earlier this week.
Because we advertised with them for a while.
They advertised with us.
I'm sorry, yeah, they advertised with us, but we talked about him quite a bit.
Yeah, Troy, he apparently died on April 10th. So, what is today, the 19th? So he died 9...
And we don't know why.
We don't know
But he
why.
was in the hospital, right?
Here is what the obituary said. Robert sent this to me. He says, Troy Walker, age 39, of Norwood, Young America, died Wednesday, April 10th at Abbott Northwestern Hospital in Minneapolis. He was born February 6th, 1980 in North Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, the son of William and Julie Walker. After graduating from high school, Troy enlisted in the Army. He was awarded 2 Army Achievement Medals, the National Defense Service Medal, Army Service Ribbon, Expert Marksmanship Badge with Grenade Bar, Marksmanship Badge with Pistol Bar. He was married to, I think his wife's name was Renema. In 2004, the couple moved to Norwood, Young America. In 2012, he was employed with FedEx for many years. He enjoyed hunting, fishing, and woodworking. So we do not have the cause of death, but he was a member of the MoJo 50 family of of advertisers, dog tag furniture. I don't know what that means for the company, but
yeah, and that flag is over your right shoulder there.
That's why I brought it in here just to
show people. We had this hanging on the wall in the studio for quite a while. Hang on, stay right there, Brad. There you go.
Yeah. Is it upside? No, it's right side up.
It's right side up. Bring it closer to your left arm. There you go. Yeah. So it was he
did amazing work.
He did amazing work.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to make sure that we mentioned that because he was part of the family, and our condolences to his family as well.
Yeah.
But since we're here in this place, this is kind of weird if you have kids or if you watch the show on, I guess, BBC Million Between and Almost Never. The actress who was in that, Maya Alicia Naylor, she just died. She's dead.
Oh. I am a horrible person.
Brad cut you off.
I am an absolutely horrible person. I thought we were going into Netflix and chill. No. We're still talking about people that have passed away.
I'll give you a bigger shovel if you want one. No, she's died. She died Thursday. She's 16 years old. We don't know why.
She was 16?
Yeah. 16 years old.
Oh, God.
She collapsed on April 7th. I probably should have warned you about that.
Yeah.
No other details about her death have been released at this time. So there you go. I just felt the need to...
Thanks, Brad.
The need...
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hold on. Where did it go? It's a trap. It's a trap.
Excellent use of that.
Thank you very much. Palate cleanser. Netflix is going to launch a weekly top 10 ranking for movies and TV shows. They're going to help you pick what you want to watch next.
I can already see this being
That's what you need. Netflix is going to pull off top 10 list of movies and shows weekly basis. It's being tested in the UK right now. It'll allow you to decide which TV series and movies are the most streamed each week. So there you go. I don't know why you need them when you got us.
Exactly.
I mean, quite frankly,
if you ask me,
right?
They stole it from us.
I think they did.
Yeah.
You ever do that? You listen to any other show on the radio and you think, okay, I said that first.
Yeah.
Are they stealing that from me?
Yeah. That happens to me all the time. I'll tweet something out.
And then
later on, someone appears on Fox News or something like that.
Right.
And they say what I say verbatim. And I'm like, you sons of bitches.
You saw it first from me and then you just stole it.
That's right.
So this is Netflix and Chill. And this is where we give you ideas where you can things to watch this weekend and in the coming week and just kind of chill around the house. And people keep trying to pin this chill on sex, and I think that's disgusting.
You guys have a dirty mind.
I know
I'm disappointed in every single one of you.
It has something to do with sex, and it's just about chilling out. It's about chilling and watching Netflix. So. And it doesn't have to be on Netflix either. It can be on any of the streaming services. So if you have any of the other streaming services, feel free. I will start, or would you like to start? You can start. You know what? It's rude of me to suggest that I would start.
Would you like me to start?
Oh, I insist.
So I have a fascination with the way that the human brain perceives things. I think that we are so ingrained in a certain way of thinking that we kind of miss everything else around us if it does not fall in line with that way of thinking. And so I have to recommend, this is currently on Hulu, I have to recommend the movie Arrival.
Oh, great movie.
Starring Jeremy Renner.
Yep.
Yes.
And what's her face?
The redheaded.
Yeah, she has red hair.
Isn't she the one married to Borat?
Oh, is she?
Isla Fisher.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's interesting.
Married to Borat.
So the entire movie is about this alien craft comes to Earth, and it allows people to come up into it.
Which bothers me that it lands the wrong way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it lands vertically.
Yeah, it does land vertically. It's very weird. But inside the ship, gravity is different. So essentially, you get into the ship and suddenly you're walking up, like almost against the wall, upright.
Yeah.
But you think that you're walking, normally. And inside the craft are these two beings. They're like very squid-like people, and they teach us how to communicate in their language. And I'm not going to give the rest of the movie away, but they are teaching us their language because the way that we use language, according to this alien race, the way that we use language controls how we, and write language, controls how we perceive the world around us. And it's actually, when you really think about it, kind of true. And so they're teaching us that I won't tell you why, but a lot of things happen. There's a lot of mistrust and intrigue, and us trying to communicate with the beings, and us trying to overcome ourselves and look into our. It's very interesting. Arrival.
Ron,
go check it out.
Ron, I think Brandon is stoned again.
I don't. I don't.
It could. And I've seen the movie. They kind of remind me of the sea squirts.
The sea squirts.
The sea squirts.
Yeah,
the
we
beings.
talked about the sea squirts this morning, Brandon.
You've never seen a sea squirt?
No. What's the sea squirt?
$20, same as downtown. Thank you. I'll set them up. You knock them down. No, you had to see. Amy Adams is the lead in Arrival.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
Not
That's
Alice
right.
Fisher. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Amy Adams.
But it's an
She's a
excellent
good actress.
You got corrected by Stinking Duck.
Does that surprise you at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, and Amy Adams is hot.
I
Alice Fisher for that.
I like Amy Adams. I'm a huge fan of Jeremy Renner. I love Jeremy Renner. I think he's funny.
Are you gay?
A little bit for him.
Okay.
I think that he does an amazing part in this movie. I think he's very undervalued actor.
He's a good actor. I mean, he's been in Mission Impossible, and what's the other one where he was an EOD specialist?
He was. That was. Oh God, what was that one called? It was like the first female major.
Yeah, and
director.
Yeah.
And he was also in the one where he
he's
went
also
went after the
Hawkeye.
guy who killed his wife and daughter.
No, I didn't see that one.
I think so. I think
but he's also Hawkeye in the Avengers.
In the Avengers.
So just go ahead and check out Arrival. It'll make you use your brain a little bit. You might have to go to YouTube and have the ending explained to you. But I mean, I would say that it's probably one of the better movies I've seen, and it's currently streaming on Hulu.
Very nice, very nice. I can't find that other film. I'm almost sure it's Jeremy Renner. It's your turn, Ron.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
All right, this is a Netflix movie. It's been out for a little while, but I think Netflix just picked it up. And of course, everyone knows where I go with my movies most of the time, and
Porn.
that's going to be sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of an odd science fiction movie. It stars Ansel Elgort.
Old Ansel.
Ansel Elgort.
Ansel.
You would know him if you saw him. But the name of this movie is called Jonathan. That's simply the name of it. So this kid was born with multiple personalities in his brain, not like he's schizophrenic,
right?
But literally multiple people in his brain, multiple brothers.
Wait a minute. What's the name of the movie?
Jonathan.
I think I saw a trailer for this a long time ago, and I never did see that. I forgot about it.
It's out on Netflix now.
It looked freaky.
And realistically, the way the story goes is they never really explain it at the beginning. You just have to pick up on the fact that there's two brothers, but they inhabit the same body.
Right.
Okay. And but what happens is they take shifts using the body. So there's one brother who's an architect and very straight-laced, and then there's another one who's pretty loose, and one goes by Jonathan, the other one goes by John. But they've met a doctor, a scientist who has done this kind of research in the past and put together this little tool that he wears behind his ear that allows them to take shifts in the body. And literally they go from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So one works nights. And to track this down through, it's a very, I would say, dry movie, but the fact that this could happen the way that they say it could happen is just really weird.
They're
It's
saying
really
that it could possibly happen?
No, they're not saying that, but the way they've built it into the movie is what I'm saying. The way that they've got it working.
So they're saying that it
makes
could happen.
sense. Yeah. But the bottom line is there's a love affair, and then there's some fighting, of course.
So one of them's always getting a little strange.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
You know,
that
this kind
gets
of
a little
reminds me of.
weird.
Have you seen The Prestige?
The Prestige, yeah.
Yeah, the one with Hugh Jackman and Batman.
Same. It came out at the same time as The Illusionist. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Correct.
It was basically,
Yes.
they're
I
like
always get those two
competing.
confused.
I'm a serious and morose magician films.
Right. Yeah. Like on Arrested Development.
Yeah. We demand to be taken seriously.
It says, part of the synopsis of the movie says it takes careful planning until things go awry. So
I'll bet they do.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
And those are some of the plans that get screwed up too.
It's got one or two little twists in it, but if you've got, an hour and a half, sit down, watch it. It's called Jonathan.
Yeah.
Got one or two little twists. You got an hour and a half to kill, sit down, watch it. No, you're supposed to say, I highly recommend, sit down, take 90 minutes of your time and watch this. You will not be disappointed. That's how you sell it.
That's how you sell it.
That's how you sell it. All right, Jonathan, because I've wanted to see that. So now I have your recommendation. I will. Mine is called Billions.
Billions.
You mentioned that earlier in the week.
Yes, this is the Damian Lewis is in it, and Paul Giamatti, and Maggie Siff, who is hot. Maggie Siff was in Mad Men. She played the Jewish heir to the department store. Anyway, Damian Lewis is to me like James Spader.
Mm-hmm.
He just comes across as a dick.
Yeah,
to me.
Like without trying to.
Yes,
even when he's not trying to, he just comes across as
I don't know. Well, yeah, it's maybe I don't know if it's his demeanor, whatever it is. But in this, he plays a an investor, an investment type guy who. He's just he is ruthless.
Yeah.
To get what he wants, he will do anything. He will do whatever it takes. And Paul Giamatti plays a state's attorney. And it's basically the battle between the two of those. I'm only on season 2, but this thing is intense.
Yeah,
I would not have thought that. And I can't remember what made me sit down and watch the first episode. But once you watch the first episode, maybe it's Maggie Siff. I don't know. She plays Paul Giamatti's wife, which I think is kind of weird. The two of them, because you don't look at Paul Giamatti and go, I bet he rakes in the babes.
Yeah.
Even as a character, but I guess it's the power that maybe she's attracted
the power
to.
and the money, man.
And what's the girl's name? Malin Ackerson. She was in Couples Retreat, the blonde.
Mm-hmm.
She plays Damian Lewis's wife.
Yeah,
she's pretty smoking hot too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't watch if you're offended by nudity. Don't watch it.
Which means everyone's like, oh, Billions?
Yes.
Oh.
Do not watch it if you are offended by the female form.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not that prevalent.
Which I find just horrific.
Me too.
Oh, God.
Matter of fact, I feel like I have to go wash my mouth out with soap.
That's right.
Billions on Showtime. My recommendation for Netflix and chill today.
Wonderful.
Round robin, your turn. Tag, you're it.
Tag, I'm it. I'm going to head over to the great HBO Go. Take a trip with me to HBO Go, where at this moment, a movie is streaming. A movie that was taken from a book that I just absolutely love. Have you ever heard, Ron, of Ready Player One?
Yes.
Ready Player One.
Shut your dirty whore mouth, player.
I read that book. It's a phenomenal book. I was really anxious for the movie to come out.
Yeah. Wonderful book. To give you the rundown, it's like a future I could almost see happening, where the populations have exploded, energy has become a little bit harder to get, and so everyone kind of lives clustered together in what's called stacks. And what stacks are is essentially mobile homes stacked one on top of the other using scaffolding and stuff like that. And instead of dealing with the problems that we have on the planet, many people have resorted to going into
they do what every other
world.
Young Gen Z does right now.
They resorted to just going into the virtual world, and they're called the missing generation, where they have adventures in the Oasis, and the Oasis has pretty much become the way that everybody communicates. It's how everyone does business, and I mean, like, people set up shops in the Oasis. And when I say they set up shops, I mean big corporations have like their own virtual planets. It's basically a free roaming game. You can do whatever you want to in it. You can be whoever you want to in it. And all commerce takes place through the Oasis.
I saw this movie. And before I saw it, the title sucks.
Ready Player One?
Ready Player One.
I disagree with that.
I disagree with that too.
But
if you've ever played old style video games,
But
then you know what that means.
I do know what it means, but to me, it wasn't compelling. I thought,
Well, you got to think that
but watching the movie, it's a great movie.
Throughout the movie, he has to play these old style video games, and that's where this title comes from.
Now, see,
you had to explain that. I mean, I did kind of get it after a while, but again, it's not a. To me, anyway, it just wasn't a compelling title. The movie, fabulous.
I would absolutely recommend, if you haven't already, to read the book, which is vastly different.
Well,
than
because it goes into more detail about the keys and all that other stuff.
And not just that, like all the stuff that like they had to get into and the things that it really paints a world for you, and the stakes are much higher in the book. And I got to tell you, man, like Steven Spielberg does a great job of translating the movie from the book, which it would have been a very difficult movie to make if he took it straight from the book. But that said, you basically you adventure with the main character Wade Watts through both the real world and the Oasis, and his whole entire job is he has to save the Oasis from the corporation currently trying to take it over after the creator of the Oasis, James Halliday, dies. Right, and James Halliday, he made a contest. In order for the first person who wins this contest it's very Willy Wonka, gets to take his company.
Oh yeah, it was a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, and you have to find 3 keys that unlock 3 gates, and in order to get these keys, you have to go through and accomplish certain tasks. And the Wade Watts and his group of friends not only have to do these tasks, but overcome the corporation that's currently trying to take it over and basically transform it into a hellhole.
There were a couple of scenes in that movie that actually teared me up, and I can't remember what they were.
Oh, I can remember the one.
Which one was it?
When I feel like if I do, I'm gonna
don't give it away. But it was enough. It was like, man, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good.
Yeah.
It's. Did I just make myself out to be a complete sissy?
You are a complete sissy.
Okay,
I will say this: it was when a creator told the people who enjoy his creation, thank you. That to me, was,
I think that may have been one of but I just remember thinking, what the hell? This is why? Stop it, you big old. And I just felt stupid that way. But it's a good movie. All right,
it's a good fantasy movie.
It's your turn.
Yeah, so I went a little nostalgic this week. I found myself working too damn hard, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go out and watch a movie I hadn't seen in a long time, probably several years.
You ate bonbons.
I found it on Amazon Prime, and I actually rented it because I don't own it, and I should own it. It's called Tombstone.
Yes,
Tombstone is such a freaking good
such a great movie.
When you look at all the actors that are actually in that movie, and I didn't notice it before because now some of them have a bigger name than they did when they made that movie. There are literally 20 well-known actors in this movie.
Powers Booth is in that, isn't he?
Powers Booth is in it.
Yeah,
he plays one of the bad guys.
He plays a Mexican guy.
One of the cowboys.
He plays a bandito.
What's funny is that one of the cowboys. It's not a bandito. They're called cowboys because they wear the red sash, right?
He looks like a bandito.
And they all talk like banditos. Yeah. But about 6 or 7 of the characters that play part of the cowboys are actors you go, oh my God, that's so and so.
Yeah.
And Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer plays Doc Holliday.
Oh, so good.
When he could still talk.
Yep.
He can't really talk anymore.
He can't really talk anymore.
Val Kilmer can't.
Val Kilmer.
Oh, you haven't seen Val Kilmer lately?
Whoa. No, what happened to him?
Who, Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Val Kilmer's not dead.
No.
Val Kilmer's alive. Doc's dead. Val Kilmer just can't talk.
Yeah, and I was referring to Doc Holliday being dead. But anyhow, so you got is it Kurt Russell? Yeah.
Yes.
And
he dies.
He does not actually. He plays a fantastic Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
And then you've got the other gentleman who is actually dead that plays one of his brothers, Morgan.
And Powers Booth is actually dead.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
If you watch Deadwood, you'd know that. Damn it. Jeez. All these
Bill
dead
Paxton
people.
is who I was thinking of.
Yes, Bill Paxton.
Plays Morgan Earp.
Which, by the way, Bill Paxton is another example of, man, life is short. Don't wait.
And Sam Elliott plays Virgil. And these are 3 of the most badass cowboys.
Seriously.
Sam Elliott, he was born to play a cowboy.
He really was.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what role he's in, he has to have that country.
And, one of the first few scenes in the movie is an is a much younger, much fatter. God, what's his name that was married to Angelina Jolie?
Brad Pitt?
No. I know exactly what you're talking about, but
The
because
one-
it's early in the morning, I can't
Billy
remember.
Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes.
Yeah,
He gets
much bigger, much bigger.
He gets bitch slapped in
and
this
Wyatt
Tombstone. Yes.
just takes his ass to school.
Uh-huh.
And no, the movie's good. I know a lot of people have seen Tombstone.
It's
but
good, though. But every now and then I like to
you
get
gotta
back.
go back and watch it every
I agree.
once in a while.
Totally agree with
Such
you.
a good movie. Yeah, it is one of those movies that you have to go back and just review it. It's almost kind of like Empire Records and
Sit in your sweats, eat chocolate.
just get nostalgic for a little bit.
have some friends over, and y'all just sit around the couch.
And I'll just throw this one out there. I did that this week along with last week, and I watched Book of Eli.
Book of Eli's good too.
I recommended that.
Yeah.
Yep. That was
you're taking credit for him.
Well, no, I recommended
he
that
did.
on Netflix and Chill.
okay.
Yeah, he did. It's a good movie too.
Yeah.
By the way, this entire Netflix and Chill episode has been brought to you by the fine folks at MoJoWildRice.com. They're working hard every day to make sure that you have enough sustenance in your life so that you can actually have the energy to sit down and watch a movie at the end of the day. How's that?
Very good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Mother's Day is coming up soon. Mother's Day is going to be here in 20 days, 19 hours, 43 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Wow.
Did you know that?
He is keeping. That's okay.
You wouldn't know if I'd made that up.
I would not have.
But if you go to MoJoWildRice.com and you order by May 5th and use promo code MOM10, not only will you get 10% off the Mother's Day gift pack, which is sitting right on top of our desk here, which amazingly no one has broken into and eaten the whipped honey. That's only because I think there's a jar of whipped honey down here. It's sitting right there. You can have this sent to your mom for Mother's Day, and she will think you planned this all year long when, in fact, you're scrambling around right now going, what do I get her? What do I get her? MoJoWildRice.com, promo code MOM10. Make mom happy. Suspicious Package Friday. It's next, isn't it? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
High capacity, fully automatic, large caliber, freedom. MoJo 50.
Robert Mueller's investigation has ended, and his report has been released to the public. Pundits, talking heads, and everyone in between have weighed in on what the report actually says, and both sides of the political aisle have gone to their respective corners. Instead of repeating things you've likely already heard, I'm going to go straight to some of the numbers surrounding the report and investigation. So let's dive into some of the most interesting numbers. 448, which is the number of pages in the report, which also had 2 volumes to it. 22, which is the number of months the Mueller investigation took. In total, between the time of his appointment and the release of the report, it's been 674 days. 12, which is the number of pages in Mueller's report dedicated to the question of President Trump and obstruction of justice. By the end of it all, the Attorney General decided there was no there, and Trump will not be criminally charged with obstruction. 34, that's the number of people charged as a result of this investigation. 12 of those 34 are Russian intelligence officers, another 13 Russian nationals, and that leaves us with 9 other people charged. 5 of those 9 people were involved with Trump's business or campaign, and 4 of those 5 were charged with lying to either the FBI or Congress, with only 2 charged with larger crimes. Paul Manafort was charged with unrelated financial crimes and foreign lobbying, and Michael Cohen was also charged in an unrelated case. 3. The 3 most mentioned terms, Russia or Russian, were mentioned 1,595 times. Trump was mentioned 1,462 times, and coming in third was Clinton at 274. Finally, it cost the American taxpayer over $25 million to complete the investigation, with 0 people being charged with anything relating to Mueller's actual task. I'm Andrew Coppins, and this has been By the Numbers. You can follow me on all the socials at The Coppins Show.
By the Numbers with Andrew Coppins is powered by TarRiverArms.com. They've revolutionized online firearm sales with high-resolution pictures, 3D imaging, and the best prices. How much will you save? Find out at TarRiverArms.com. That's TarRiverArms.com.
The Daily Mojo.
DMX DM, I'm calling you out. You say, I think Tombstone and Wyatt Earp are unwatchably boring. The same with almost every modern Western. First off, you are insanely wrong about Tombstone, for one. For one, all right, Tombstone. All right, the good and bad and the ugly, amazing. But then let's fast forward a little bit, shall we? Magnificent Seven, amazing movie. I've watched Magnificent Seven probably at least 115 times.
You're saying that XDM has bad taste?
Yes.
You know,
he makes great coffee.
I was going to say he's the same one that named the coffee after.
Horrible taste in movies, sir.
Stinking Duck is, again, stinking duck's starting to worry me. Since we're on Western Silverado is a bit of fun and also has a bunch of well-known actors when they were young. It's when Stinking Duck starts to make sense, I get very concerned.
Are we sure that it's the same?
I start to wonder if someone hasn't maybe killed him and taken over his Twitter account.
What did you do with Stinking Duck? Huh?
Just saying.
Zig the Trucking Gator said, I recommend for Netflix and chill Red vs. Blue, which, by the way, I have been watching for years, Red vs. Blue. I love... Man, that was the first Machinima animation show that came out. And it is...
It's not porn, it's an art
brilliantly written. I love it. If you're a nerd, go watch Red vs. Blue. All right, it's Suspicious Package Friday. It's my favorite day of the week, Brad.
Malin Ackerman was her name.
Who?
The chick in Billions. No stranger to being nude. I just happened to notice in the MeWe chat room. That's what Rocky and I was saying.
Oh, well, thank you, Rocky with a Knife, for directing us all toward
nudity. How important?
Nudity.
Sorry.
I like Brad. I want to first off say that I appreciate that you brought me an opening device for the podcast.
First of all, that was brought in by Raider.
Oh, Raider brought
this in.
Because a second ago you handed me a knife and like, here, you do this for Suspicious Package Friday. You didn't tell me that you brought a sword. Which I could easily use to open these packages.
I just unsheathed my sword.
Raider.
This is, okay, you have to be a badass to fight with swords.
Yeah.
Because these things are not light.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if you see all the guys on Game of Thrones, like Jon Snow swinging at 12, 20 guys.
Yeah.
I'd be like.
That's also like the thing is like, you cannot sit there and fight a battle, like a sword battle for like.
Unless you have a really long sword.
Well, if you got the
right?
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
It's all about the equipment.
Is this sharp? Is this sharp, Raider? It is sharp.
Feel it.
I'm going to use this.
Lick it with your tongue.
What?
You can't hear him through the glass.
I can't hear it.
That's why you have to test it.
Raider, yeah. Speaking to the microphone.
Yeah, the sword is battle ready.
It is battle ready. Okay. Okay. Is it letter opening ready?
Yes.
Then guess what?
That's what I told him. Oh, have him open them packages with that bad boy.
I'm going to open the packages with the sword.
I should
just don't hurt yourself.
I feel like I should get some video rolling of this because this has the potential all over it.
Travis Watkins.
Hold on. I'm going to at least take a picture of this because this is a classic.
Travis Watkins, as you know, is our... he's pretty much the star of the show for Suspicious Package Friday. He sends us random crap from his job, and it's always super interesting. So we're going to start with, he sent us a letter.
Didn't work out so well for you there,
That
Travis.
didn't work out half as well as I thought it would, Raider.
Swatted it out of your own hand, and that can be a problem.
All right, let's try the slow approach here. Let's see what happens.
That's Brandon is running the edge of the sword along the top of the envelope in a perpendicular sense, and now he's using it as a letter opener in the letter up. And that's, you see, worked.
That worked.
If you use it, just think of it as an overgrown letter opener.
That's exactly, yeah. I just kind of,
slid it right in and slid it right down the middle.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
All right.
Right there.
What do we got here?
And cut the $100
Oh, we
bill
got
right
a letter
now.
opener.
See? And that is the brilliance of Suspicious Package Friday.
Wow, he actually wrote random crap from my job. Look, it's a letter opener.
Uh-huh.
From Watkins. It says random crap from my job.
See?
Let's see what he wrote in the letter. Hang on to this. You're going to need it. Thank you.
See, now that right there is classic. You see, because
that is Suspicious Package Friday gold right there.
Uh-huh. Opening. Sorry, I'm tweeting. I'm really busy. Can you come back in a minute? I'm busy.
Watkins, this isn't a letter opener. This is a letter opener.
He's using his real sword.
Sword.
May the Schwartz be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you. All right, so Travis also sent
It's a VHS tape. You've got a VHS tape.
This is definitely a VHS tape.
Is that not like the perfect size for a VHS tape?
It totally is.
And for those of you saying, what's a VHS tape? Shut up.
All right, actually, I'm going to use Watkins.
Oh, you chicken? You're a chicken, aren't you? You don't want to use the sword to open the little
Do you
box.
want to try to use the sword?
No, it's more fun watching you.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I do it?
Because
I've already sliced half my finger off. You're doing it wrong.
You're doing
not
it wrong.
that wrong. You're doing it wrong.
You're
How come
doing
you're
it. You're
wrong?
doing it.
You're not opening it right.
What are you
How come
talking
you're
about? I'm
doing
not
that
opening
wrong?
it right.
You're doing it the wrong way. You're
How am
never
I
gonna
doing
get
it the wrong
open that
way? How am I doing it the wrong way, Brad?
I'm just preparing you for marriage. You're doing it so wrong. I can't believe you're doing it that way. Why are you doing it that way? You know you're going to break it if you do it that way. You're going to slice your hand open. I told you you're going to break it if you did it that way.
Brad, I want a divorce. I want a divorce, Brad. All right.
Love is a many splendored thing. One of the splendors happens to be a razor sharp knife.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use the first knife that Raider gave me to open suspicious packages.
See? I told you this wouldn't be nearly as entertaining if it was me doing it.
Yeah.
We've now resorted to sharp opening device number 3.
Yeah.
After going through the,
I have a.
Why are you cutting it open that way? You're cutting it open wrong. You're going to hurt yourself if you do it that way. You're going to break it. You're going to break it.
I hate you
You're going to break
much.
it if you open it that way. You're going to break it. Why do you want to break
the
it?
hate that I have for you right now is intense. It's so intense. Here we go. All right. Finally got it open. And inside we have. Oh, look at that. Well, that's nice. What is this?
I don't know. Why don't you describe
Pops
it?
popcorn. Pops popcorn.
Oh, it's like a little village that goes around a train set.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
I mean, it looks like it hangs on a wall.
If only we had a little train set.
Let's see here.
Wait, we do.
What's up, you rude bastard? You cut your show, so I cut your packages. That's why I skipped a shipment.
Wow. That, Do we have locks on the front door?
He's mad. He's salty. He's super salty about the Morse code. It's coming back at some point. Just relax.
Common sense. That was for you, by the way. I do realize the short.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Since I'm a nice guy, I found 2 things to send you. The envelope contains something worth more than all the money in Venezuela. He's probably actually right about that.
And a bomb.
I really shouldn't send it to you, but I did claim to be a nice guy. Travis Watkins, the guy with all the random crap. All right, let's see what happens. I was kind of wondering why because with a Suspicious Package Friday without Watkins,
right?
It just doesn't feel right. And he did skip it. He skipped an entry.
It just feels
But
wrong.
now I understand why. He was acting. He was lashing out over the fact that the Morse code is currently on. Oh, what?
What? What did you get? It's a poker chip. It's a free medium cherry limeade poker chip.
Yeah.
Is that from Sonic?
Yes. So I have a free cherry limeade waiting for me at Sonic. Thanks to Travis Watkins.
They give you poker chips?
I guess so, man.
You want to know something sad? Is
What?
I downloaded the Sonic app, and then I put $25 on it. And so far, every time I've gone to Sonic, I can't get the damn thing to work. I think it's a scam.
I think it is.
I think you get the.
The Sonic app doesn't require you to load anything on a card. See,
Well,
my
no,
wife
it's
thought
on
it
the
did too.
app. It's
Because you can pull it off your debit card directly.
So,
well, now you tell me. Thanks, Ron,
Yeah,
for
you're
being there
welcome.
when I need you. This
Yeah,
is
because I don't load money on there because I don't go there that often.
and I've never been able to get the damn thing to work when I get there. So
Watkins, it says that this expires in 60 days. How old is this chip?
that's a good question. See,
I want to know.
that's nice.
Did you tease me with
Yeah.
a free cherry limeade, Watkins?
You can get a free cherry limeade.
I love me some cherry limeade. Why you playing with my heart, dude? Huh? Brad, can you hand me the triangular package over there?
Nope.
Over yonder, please?
Nope.
Brad? Give me the triangular package, Brad.
Hand me the triangular.
I have a sword.
The lengthy
No.
triangular package.
No, don't. Oh, yeah, shit. You do have a sword. Never mind.
Yeah, I have weapons over here, including a letter opener.
I won.
Let's see here. Conservative paramedic said the triangular box is probably the one from me. It is in for your Odyssey network. So this is actually for all of us.
Is that a lightsaber?
I hope it is. I really do.
It's about 2.5 feet long. It reminds me of a Toblerone. It reminds me of a giant Toblerone.
You don't deserve this big Toblerone.
We already have a giant gummy worm.
Oh, hang on. No, it's a poster.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, it's Luke Skywalker nude. You could put that up in your bedroom.
I've always wanted one of those.
Uh-huh. That is so cool.
All right.
That is a poster. It's a snowstorm. It's a stormtrooper in a snowstorm.
A storm?
You can, if you squint, you can make out his eyes.
All right, let's see here.
It's an uncomfortable motion that you're going through right there.
Uncomfortable or intriguing, Brad?
A little of both. A little of both.
Let's see here. The truth, my friends.
Is this no way? That's the okay. That is from the X-Files. That's on Fox Mulder's.
To believe
that is the poster that's on Fox Mulder's office wall in the X-Files.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know that. Let me see the spaceship again because I've always thought that's one of the Billy Meyer spaceships. And if you're not familiar with Billy Meyer, don't wrinkle it. Do not wrinkle that poster. Do not wrinkle that.
Good Lord. God. Brad is like super all about this
Do
poster.
not wrinkle that poster.
Thank you, conservative paramedic.
That is so cool. Are you familiar with the Billy Meyer story, by the way?
No.
Oh, one-armed Swiss farmer who took incredible pictures of UFOs.
Yeah?
Yes. Amazing pictures of UFOs. And some people say faked it. I say, how? Prove it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I don't know if this is actually if the UFO on this poster is from the Billy Meyer story or not, but that is cool.
Maybe not, but either way, pretty kick-ass here. What is this?
So I'm gonna talk about this one and let you open it. So this one Raider brought in to us, and this is the donation of gold and silver, literally gold coins.
What?
Two gold coins, a gold necklace.
Raider told me about this. It's like, dude, are you handing us his life fortune? This is so cool.
It is very cool.
Real gold.
Yeah, and silver.
Bite it and see if it's real gold.
No, you bite.
Bite it.
You bite.
Bite it. What do they when they bite it? What do they find? What do you check when you bite it? What are you checking for? So you bite it if it's soft. If you put it in your mouth and it's soft, it's real. Yeah. Okay, just checking. All right, so that is so cool. You know what? We're gonna need a safe. We need a safe, Ron.
You know,
I don't trust the people walking around this building.
I don't either. They're all shady.
I mean, have you looked at them?
Yeah.
I mean,
Have you seen this Raider guy?
We need a safe.
Have you seen that Patrick guy? He walks around and jeez. Oh, I'm sorry. He's
Yeah,
right there.
gold. There's a silver bracelet
That
in
is
there.
so cool.
There's a gold eagle inside the little ring box.
That is so cool.
Very nice.
That really is. Raider, you're the best.
Raider, you're just handing that to us?
I'm not sure.
I like. Is it for ours to keep? You're giving us gold, literally gold. Raider.
That's an investment in his future.
Raider.
That is so nice. Thank you.
Raider.
Raider, and honestly, the entire liquor department back here at in the MoJo 50 Freedom Dojo is thanks to you still have a box.
What?
Right there. You
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Okay, I just wanna make sure
for
you
a
know.
second, because Peachy's throwing a temper tantrum. Apparently, there's something happening on MeWe right now, and she's going Super Saiyan over it. Let's see here.
Yes.
What am I supposed to look at here, Peachy? Is there a conversation happening that I need to be aware of?
Uh-huh.
I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling.
Uh-huh. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about either. All right.
All right.
This is the is it heavy?
This is okay. So, whenever they send us stuff, they don't tell us who it's from.
I think that's part of the plan. I think that's why they call it suspicious packages, because if you knew who it was from, it wouldn't be suspicious.
I guess so. I
You
guess so.
named it.
But hey, if you fess up,
Why
step
would they?
forward.
Why would they want? That ruins the mystique, the mysteriousness of it.
Yeah, but you could take credit for all the suspicious packaging that you're doing.
You're just asking for a fight. Don't screw up that box. I want that box for my eBay empire. You mess up that box. Don't mess it up. Why are you doing it that way? You're doing it wrong. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Brad, I'm literally about to stab you. I'm literally about to take this sword and stab you.
Right in the throat. Make it fast. By the way, my eBay empire, Brad Staggs on eBay. My auctions generally end on Friday night. So if you're into collecting old magic, go to eBay. It's Brad Staggs, BRADSTAGGS,
And also, Brad, if you wouldn't mind telling the folks where they can send their suspicious packages.
Absolutely. You can send them right here to us at MoJo 50, and the address is 6125 Airport Freeway, upstairs, Suite 201. It's Haltom City and hang on. Oh, crap, I can't see the zip code.
76117.
Like I said, it's 76117. That's 6125 Airport Freeway, Suite 201, Haltom City, Texas. Zip code is, what's the zip code? What?
76117.
I knew that.
And you can send us anything you want. It does not have to be anything expensive. It could literally be your junk drawer, which we've had several times now. And I got to tell you, I really like the junk drawer boxes.
I like going through junk drawers.
Because, yeah, you really get a sense, like that one guy who sent me all of his kidnapping equipment.
His what?
Oh, yeah.
I must have missed that one.
That was one of my favorites. He sent me a lot of zip ties and...
You know what? If they would send something
diapers.
Here's the thing that they don't know is that there was like that one expensive coin sitting in the back of their junk drawer that they forgot about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we end up getting it.
By the way, where the hell is Jason? Brown Boy has not shown up here now in about 2 weeks, and I'm starting to get irritated.
He's off saving the world, man.
Okay.
This is from Lori D.
Oh, boy.
It says, hi, Brandon.
Did she send us her cookies to eat again?
She sent us something. She said, hi, Brandon. Hope you and Ron enjoy wrapping your mouths around these beauties. Much mojo, Lori D. And
hold on, wrapping around those what beauties?
These beauties. So I've opened a box, and inside the box is, you'll never believe this,
beauties.
A box. It says pickle in a pouch.
Yeah, it does.
Ron's bad. No, dude, Ron, the
bust
smile
that
on
box
Ron's
open
face right now.
Freaking now.
There you go.
I get the box, yay.
Pickle in a pouch.
You know, okay, so when they...
Oh, I'm on this.
I can't see anything possibly going wrong with this at all. No, I say, what? Chicken, you chickened out trying to open it with a sword, damn it.
You know what? I didn't chicken out. I just became responsible because I didn't want to break the table or the sword.
Adulting is hard, isn't it?
I really don't like it.
I don't either. I'm sick of wearing pants and being an adult. Pickle, is this like what you buy? Is this, so it's a big pickle in a sealed pouch?
I guess so.
Which is, you know, they named that fairly accurately then, being a pickle in a pouch. And Brandon is now proceeding to open said pickle pouch box. There's no easy way out of this, is there? With the sword. See, this is what happens when you give full-grown men a sword and a box of pickles in a pouch.
Brandon, I'll give you a nickel for that pickle. Right now.
A nickel for the pickle, Ron. All I want is a tickle.
They have to be cold. We got to put them in the fridge.
Ron, I've got some good news for you, buddy.
They haven't been in the fridge.
You don't like pickles.
Why don't
I'm willing to give you all of these pickles for free.
Well, it sounded better if I gave you a nickel.
I would like a tickle.
Oh, I can tickle you for a pickle.
You want to tickle the pickle?
Do you guys want to get a room? Wow, I'm not sure which one of you is being creepier. Yeesh. You know
how jealous Brad sounds right now?
Why do they have to be in the refrigerator? They just got here in the mail and they weren't refrigerated.
So these are a Van Holten's dill pickle with a hearty dill flavor.
Give me one of them pickles.
You want to hear? Have a pickle.
That is a big pickle.
It's a decent sized pickle.
I like pickles.
According to the back, they're fat free, they're low calorie, they're low carb, and they're gluten free. Ron,
have a pickle. Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the
Rondolph.
way, you know what a friend of mine told me once? It's a pound of pickle. So when you eat pickles, are fattening.
Pickle juice in there.
Pickles are fattening.
I love pickle juice.
Mojo 50 group. He said Brandon is cheap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brandon is. That's it.
Yeah.
Brandon's cheap.
Brandon's cheap.
Water's wet. The sky's above.
That's right. And Brandon's cheap. That's
Okay.
what's up. Let's see. Madame Sue Jackal said
I
one.
got a pickle. I got a pickle. Hey.
Mary Sue
Seriously,
Jackal said
you need to get a
$1
room.
commissary. Man, all right. That's Suspicious Package Friday.
And it's never too early to start planning for next week's Suspicious Package Friday.
That's right. That's why you want to send your suspicious package to 16615.
No.
See,
6125 Airport
That's it.
Freeway, Suite 201A, Haltom City, Texas 76117.
You can't see it, but Rondolph is already, man, he is going to town on this pickle.
Ooh. God, dog, that pickle's
It's
sour.
already in his mouth.
It literally, he's drinking the juice out of the pouch right now.
Wow.
He already swallowed.
Rondolph is already drinking the juice out of the pouch. He is, man, have you ever seen a grown man eat Go-Gurt?
No, that's a sad sight.
Well, guess what, Rondolph?
No,
Well, it is. It's a sad sight, like a grown man drinking pickle juice from the package.
It looks strikingly similar.
Prison would be. Wow, that's. Rarely does anything leave me speechless, but looking across the glass.
No, dude, I forgot I had a camera in here. What up? Look
at this.
Oh, sure. He forgot he had the camera.
Here we go.
Put it in your mouth.
Somebody is just.
There you go.
Yep.
That's it. Did you just get the shivers? Do you know?
No.
It's like the pea shivers.
The pea shivers?
The pea shivers. You never had the pea shivers?
Oh, I've had the pea shivers.
No,
unfortunately.
Women don't get pea shivers?
What?
Ask them. Women don't get pea shivers. I don't know why.
That's odd.
I know. I thought so too. I thought they did too, and I can't remember who it was that corrected me.
It's not having to pee that
No,
gives you the
it's
shiver.
when you're peeing, you get
It's
the
the
shivers.
release.
Right. Every guy knows what the pea shivers are. Women don't know what pea shivers and I've never had them.
I just want to say a big thanks to Travis Watkins, Lori D.
It's a trap.
And conservative paramedic for an awesome. I seriously, I love Suspicious Package Friday. You guys come up with the best jokes. We were talking about getting pickles, and guess what?
You got pickles.
We got pickles. Man,
we did. Thank you so much, Lori D.
Yeah, the Jackals deliver.
It would suck if someone sent us money. Wait a minute. Raider did. Holy crap.
I started to say it came through for you, dude.
And Raider didn't even send it via mail. He literally delivered it straight to us. Because Raider is by far, I mean, he gives us golden swords, dude. He's like a medieval awesomeness guy.
He's going to make somebody a great wife. He really is. Seriously.
Yours.
Right? At my age, come on.
You're a tender lover.
Come on.
Brad.
Yes, what?
Brad, look.
Uh-huh. Go ahead. Put it in your mouth. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was the sound that was most disturbing on that one.
Oh, there's one thing I hate. It's the sound of people eating into the microphone.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, and I've been lax in my duties of eating in the microphone. Well, guess what I found in here for just such
I apologize for everything that is about to happen.
Damn pickle
Roy
just
and
squirted on
Farrell
me.
Jillhole said Brendan is not cheap, but he is reasonably priced. I
good.
mean, I guess you could say that. I'm a frugal kind of bastard.
No, you're just cute.
Larky Evan Farkin said the pea shivers are like urine Tourette's.
They are, kind of. I don't know why women don't get them, though.
I don't know either. I figured that it'd be a universal thing. The relief.
I would have thought so.
The release of pressure.
Apparently they don't.
Zig the Truck and Gator said, be careful, guys. Remember what happened the last time someone ate Texas Lori D's cookies.
They had to take Altron-Teal. Why don't you talk about Altron-Teal?
Oh, man,
Yeah.
this is good.
I literally have I have my headphones off so that I don't hear the smacking sounds into the microphone.
I can come over here and do it in your ear.
I really
It's a
wish
crunchy
you
pickle.
wouldn't. I really wish you wouldn't.
It squirted on me.
Altron Teal. So if you go to lovemytummy.com, you're going to find some interesting things. For one, did you know that the bacteria in your gut actually helps control a lot of your day-to-day? You wouldn't know that because science hasn't caught up to what the dudes at Altron Teal are doing. They have created a pill that will help you regulate the gut bacteria you've got. And it's the crazy French name. I don't know where they came up with it. They actually told the story one time, but
French.
So Altron Teal at lovemytummy.com. Trust me, if you want to feel healthier, more awake, all right. If you want to feel the gut bacteria, believe it or not, actually does a lot to do with your brain activity. So if you want your brain at peak capacity,
that's what's wrong.
You want to take Altron Teal. Take some Altron Teal, go to lovemytummy.com. Grab yourself some, son. Trust me, you won't regret it. Lovemytummy.com.
Well, you still don't have your headphones on. What are you, chicken?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm not eating my pickle into the
Not going
microphone.
to. Let's just go. Let's be done with this. Just hit it.
What do you mean it's let's go?
So many things, so little time. The sound of the old 9:56 as it goes by is the end of Doc Thompson's Daily Mojo. Before we go, as always, let's find out what we learned today. We learned that we're getting Ron the audiobook of How to Win Friends and Influence People.
I read that.
Didn't take. We learned that Brandon may be an unintentional necrophiliac.
Oh, my God.
That's the name of his autobiography.
Unintentional necrophilia.
And we learned that somewhere in the future, the battle cry will be, "Save the sea squirts." And I hope I live long enough to see that one. The Brandon Morse from redstate.com. Click on his articles, read them a lot. And if anything, did you learn today?
I learned that there is nothing too gross for Ron. I swear, if I hand him anything and give him the opportunity to try it, he will.
How about this? Would you eat this? Huh? Uh-huh.
I'd probably try it.
I bet you would.
Oh, my God. You know what? Send me weird stuff next Suspicious Package Friday for Ron to eat.
Oh, no, that's good. You're right. Will
Send
Ron
me weird
eat it?
stuff. Will Ron eat it? That's a new segment. It's going to be Suspicious Package Friday, like a subsect.
Yes. It'll be subchapter A.
Will Ron eat it?
Yes. I like that.
This is about to be a very bad thing.
Oh, you started it, son.
We already know you'll put any number of things in your mouth.
You asked for this.
Uh-huh. You can get pregnant that way, by the way. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh, Doc pulled a skip, said Ron wants Brandon's pickle. I don't think that Ron would eat that.
Why? I mean, he did.
He's not reacting
did eat it.
negatively, though.
He did eat it. He pulled it right out of the box and walked in there and gave it to him.
I don't think that's the pickle that we're talking about, Brett. I
don't know what other pickle you did. You got a box full of pickles. You gave one to Ron. Ron ate it.
I'll tell you when you're older. Sir Rat Bastard II said Gunbox ain't just for guns.
No, you can put magazines in
anything.
You can put a Kit Kat in there.
Yeah.
You can put your number one tequila in there. You can put a bell in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can put a pickle in it. You can put a pen. You can put your cell phone.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I wouldn't put a ferret in it, though. They will mess everything up.
They don't appreciate that.
No, they
really don't appreciate
They don't appreciate tight spaces.
Don Cheech said the cops stuffed boner in the back door.
I was a very sad story about a woman who was troubled, and I don't know that I don't know that's the proper level of respect that it deserves.
I agree, Brad. I think that we need to take this with a little more seriousness.
I do too.
Our audience is very disgusting, and I'm very disappointed in them. Just Peachy said Brandon Morse thinks Jeremy Renner had a good part. Hey, I think he's got several good parts. All right. Yeah. Sir Rat Bastard said, what I learned today, if you're playing Keep Away for 7 hours, you're just showing off.
Right?
Yep.
By the way, I cannot believe I did not mention what else Raider brought in today, and I don't have time to tell you, but Monday, he brought in. Oh my God! Wait, when you find out what he brought in, and we'll share it on Monday. I mean, it's about one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh gosh, my God, we will have to get to those new numbers on procrastination too Monday when Doc returns from vacation. Your Daily Mojo, Ron Phillips production. Wherever you go, whatever you do, follow the 5 rules and you'll have a shot of being right and being happy, Ethel Merman. Good night, Doc Thompson.
Wherever you are.
See? Little sea squirt.
This is the seditious,